Yeah, I'm a goat mode. Goat. Yeah, I'm a goat.
What's up, guys? Welcome to an all-new episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars. This is episode 6, right? We have 6?
Yeah,
Six.
Six.
Yes. Like always, this episode is brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's Inc. You see it, Care Rapping, DON, that's Dreams Over Negativity for Success. Fuck bitches, get money, I'll bless. That's what DQ was talking about. But that was for DQ. So episode 6 of the OSA. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now, we're going to get into the episode. We got the whole team here this week. Last week, Drew was on injury reserve, but he here today. Drew, you good? You ready?
I'm all right.
He's in the car. Drew in the car calling in.
All right. That's Drew in his car, making sure he made it to the episode, man. That's the dedication we need for this team. All right, let's get into it. Let me introduce you to the cast. We got our all-star, the one and only Eddie Horchata. Hold me down. Yeah. Yes, Eddie Horchata. That's you.
That's me.
That's Eddie.
Yeah. Hey,
all right.
Yeah.
I already introduced the kid, but because he's showing so much dedication, making me feel all good and warm inside, give it up for AD.
That's me. You know.
Give it to the number one sneakerhead we know, the homie Just DQ.
Thank you.
Then we got two of the biggest Giants fans in the world. First, we got my homie K-Jet.
Yo.
And then, last but not least, in Lakers purple and gold, Johnny 5. And me, y'all know me, the Don of all Dons. My mama called me Devin, so you can call me Devin. Rapping all the time. Right. Head coach, referee, all around, just 6 man if you want to say that too. We're going to get into the show, though. In case you missed it, first off, we're getting into the GOAT golf. Now, we ain't got much sports going on right now, so any little bit helps, I guess. Over the weekend, we had a charity golf tournament that featured sports legends and sports GOATs. Tiger Woods with Peyton Manning versus Phil Mickelson and what's the other white boy?
What's his name? John.
Johnny's favorite person.
What's his name?
I forget the name.
Johnny's favorite person.
Capital G, capital O, capital A, capital T.
Go Brady and John's words, Tom Brady in this charity golf match. Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning won. But Eddie, it's a little bit of sports. It's not the sports we want, but it's a little bit of sports. We take what we can get, right?
Right. Yeah, it was great, and it was for a good cause. It's for people that's dealing with suffering through COVID. It was good. It was good to see them go out there, have fun. Obviously, there was a lot of stuff that came out there, and like everyone was like going through a Twitter battle. But Tom Brady sucked is the most important thing. I believe he ripped his pants.
You got it.
I didn't get a chance to fully watch it. I unfortunately was working. But I did catch some of the highlights, and I did read up on some of the things that they did. I know that it got to a certain point at one of the holes. I don't remember what it was. Russell Wilson decided he was going to donate if anyone got within 10 feet of the hole, in whatever hole that they were playing.
No,
and
Tiger was
not Tiger got it, Brady got it, and Peyton got it. So it cost Russell $300,000 to Meals of America, which is actually, again, for a great cause. It was fun for everyone. Charles Barkley roasting Brady, and then Brady actually finally gets that one in the 7th where he, I think it was like par 5 where he just actually got it. I'm not white enough to understand golf, so it doesn't matter. But again, it was cool.
Also, one of the hosts, Russell Wilson had, if you got it, he was going to donate to the future kids.
Yeah, I said that.
Future. I'm talking about future. Future kids. Future kids. The Future's Kids donation.
Yeah. He's been doing that since, like 03?
For a while now. So he, one of the hosts, they got that. So he donated $10,000 to all Future's baby mamas. So that was pretty dope. Russell just give him Russell a lot of kids, man. Russell a lot of kids, man. Hey, I ain't watch it either, but I did see Peyton was heating Brady talking about Gronk could do whatever he want if they can have a caddy, like clowning on Brady and shit. That was pretty funny.
He said he'd bring Eli or Foles as his caddy.
Right, bring Eli
And Eli didn't rattle him. It was Foles. Like Brady turned around and he was like, "Hey man, come on, that's
right." Right. The first one he laughed at it, but when he said Foles, then he looked like, "All right, you're doing too much now." But
Kev, I think Kev, didn't you watch the whole thing the whole time? Weren't you locked
Yeah,
in?
I watched like 80% of it. Yeah, I missed the last 2 holes, but I already knew it was in the bag.
Yeah, but it's pretty dope. Charity.
No, honestly, I turned like around hole 16 when they started making a little comeback, Brady and them. But
yeah,
it was kind of funny to hear Chuck talking shit, and then I mean Brady for whatever reason, I think he's always cheating.
Yeah.
So he got basically that hole-in-one looking shot.
It was on par 5. I mean, that was the 5th attempt.
I'm still sure that Bugs Bunny was under the ground with the magnet.
With the magnet.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. I mean, giving back to the kids, and they was out there having fun. But we're going to get into the nitty-gritty and shit. This for our Jets fans in this group. We got 2 of them. We got 2 of them right here. We got AD and we got Eddie.
We got
AD and Eddie. Jamal Adams in the Jets. There's a few viewing. He wants a new contract, or he gonna leave. He's talking about going to Dallas. Eddie.
Oh God, no.
How you feeling, bro? You okay?
Yo, Ed,
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm cool, man. Ultimately, the Jets have control over him for the next 2 years. We could totally franchise tag him. The worst thing that could happen realistically is he holds out. But I do believe in Joe Douglas. Obviously, before the trade deadline last year, there was talks about Jamal getting traded. It would make no sense for the Jets. And Jamal was very upset, sat down with Joe, and Joe said, "Hey, I want to make you a Jet for life. Don't worry about it. We're not going to trade you." But when the phone rings, you answer. It's business. At the end of the day, football is a business. The way I see it, though, is that you don't want homegrown talent and then not pay them and then send them away. The argument is that do you pay – Jamal Adams doesn't want to be the highest paid safety in the NFL. Jamal Adams wants to be the highest paid defensive player in the NFL, which, don't get me wrong, call it my fandom, he deserves it. But he's not just a safety. Jamal's not a safety. He's arguably the best player in our team, arguably the best safety in the league. He's not just a safety. He's in there run stopping. He's a linebacker. He's the quarterback of the defense. But again, you put him on a winning team, Jamal Adams is going to win a Super Bowl regardless.
So I'm saying he's the best defensive player.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. He's pretty much the best defensive player.
He's without CJ Mosley being down. Last year he's the best defensive player. I think it'd be really stupid on the New York Jets. I think it'd be really stupid for us not to trade him. Think about it this way. Let's go back to the draft when we first started this podcast.
It would be stupid to trade him.
If we would have traded Jamal Adams for a first-round pick, not only would we have gotten Mekhi Becton, but CeeDee Lamb could have been sitting there. That's another weapon for Darnold. And again, we can talk about Darnold all we want, and again, we'll probably talk more about it later. But this is a guy going into his 3rd year, and you've given him no weapons. You've given him nothing to actually go out there and be able to prove himself. Yeah, okay, the injury that he had in his 1st year and the mono in his 2nd year, he gets hurt again this year. It's going to turn into, okay, is this an injury-prone quarterback? Again, it sucks, it hurts, but I think ultimately – somehow, some way, the deal will get done. When we segue into the next category here, I think the CBA has a lot to do with it, which is going to be in the next 4 years. So the next collective bargaining agreement. He wants to get traded to Dallas, but there's no reason he can want all he wants. We control him for the next 2 years. We can franchise tag him. It could be like a Darrelle Revis situation where he shows up the day after training camp. But go ahead, Drew. Since you are also a Jets fan.
Right.
And plus, even with the Dallas Cowboys trade, Dallas Cowboys is not even budging their feet. So even though he wants to be traded over there, it's going to take a give and take. Dallas ain't one of the teams that's vying for his services either way anyway. So
yeah. And again, we don't want picks now. We need players. So unless the team is going to trade me a guy that's going to produce for me today, I mean, look at Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey went for 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. I don't want picks. I want players that can perform and will show up and will do me good this year, not next year.
Yeah, you can say that, but the team does actually want picks. They're asking for a first and a third round for him.
They're not shopping him for picks. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
He's not going to get traded for picks. They can shop him all. Teams probably offered a first and a third, but the Jets aren't taking that. There's no shot.
All right, okay, let's go because that's good. Like because
there's no way. I mean, Joe Douglas would have to get fired immediately. I mean, that's a stupid move. If you trade Jamal Adams for picks today, when you could have traded Jamal Adams during the draft, let's say he does get traded to the Cowboys. Who did the Cowboys draft in that first round at 17? They drafted CeeDee Lamb. Don't you think Denzel Mims and CeeDee Lamb would have been great for Sam Darnold, weapons for Darnold, for an equal trade, if you will, for Jamal Adams? Yeah, no, absolutely not. He's not Dave Gettleman. He doesn't make stupid decisions like that.
Okay.
We'll see.
We will see. Yeah, we will see. Just known to do some dumb shit, take 2 steps forward, take 10 steps back. But speaking of Dallas, but speaking of Dallas and the future of Dallas, we're gonna get into the homie Dak Prescott now. Allegedly, there's rumors came out that Dak turned down a 5-year deal worth $175 million, all because what happened?
35 guaranteed.
Right, 35
a year.
Yeah, yearly salary. But the reason he turned it down because the final year he wanted 45. Now,
that's not enough.
Now with that,
not enough.
If this such deal would actually exist, that would probably have made Dak the highest paid QB
in the league
over Russell Wilson.
For about 5 seconds.
Right, I mean, the contracts, they just going because again, if that happened, then you already know Pat and them gonna come and they're gonna push it up and shit like that. But with this rumor being out there, do we see any real future in this Dak situation being handled in a peaceful way, in an amicable way, where Dallas can really pursue their future? Johnny, what do you think about this Dak Prescott situation?
I think Dallas is going to pay him.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're going to pay him. It's just, they're going to do all this. They're going to do all this news.
Kirk Cousins?
They're going to leak these rumors, leak this here, that. But I think at the end they're going to pay him.
But he wants 45. Honestly, if I'm the
Dallas,
Dallas,
that's what they
That's
said.
that's a logic rumor.
Well, Drew, also, the real reason is, again, I did mention the CBA too. So the Cowboys wanted to sign Dak to a 5-year deal. Therefore, when the new CBA goes through in about 4 years, it'll lock him up into that. So as per the CBA with the collective bargaining agreement, he's not going to get a certain amount of guaranteed money. Dak wants 4 years. Dak wants 4 years, $45 million. The Cowboys offered him 5 years, $30 million a year, right? To correct $30 million a year. They're probably going to meet halfway in the middle for 35,
right?
Because if he wants 40, or actually no, they'll probably okay. Let's say they meet in the middle and they go with 40. So that's probably ultimately what's going to end up happening. But Dak wants to be a free agent when the new collective bargaining agreement starts. That's why he turned it down. Yeah, and again, I don't blame him. Let him get his bag twice if he can.
Go get his money, but I think Dallas is going to pay him. And obviously everybody's looking at that probably thinking, is Dak really worth the money that he's asking for?
That's exactly what I'm
you'll
saying.
Get it for a bargain, though. I know that sounds like a crazy amount of money, but, if you're going to look at what these quarterbacks are going to be asking for soon, yeah, you're getting it at a bargain now. So let him take his 4 years, $40 million.
It's a bargain.
He'll be the highest paid quarterback for a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but it's a bargain until 4 or 5 years down the line.
And
you look at what he achieved in those years,
Now, Johnny, I got it. Now, Johnny, do you think Dak is worth the money?
That's tough. I think
not what he's asking for.
So, Kev, you don't think he's worth the money asking for?
Kev, what do you got? Yeah, let's hear it.
I think he's nice, bro. I think he's solid. I think the contract that they gave him now, he should take. He balled out last year. I think he's gonna ball out this year. He's worth the $30 million contract that he's being offered. He's not worth the 45 that he thinks that he's worth, because we're looking at him, if he doesn't take the money, being on a franchise tag this year, then the Cowboys are stuck paying him upwards of 40-something next year if he balls out. That's ridiculous, bro. He's not that good, bro.
Look, I'm not mad at Dak asking for the bag, because again,
I'm not mad at that money, bro.
In sports, again, in sports, especially in football, you got to get your bag, because
that's the only thing that's the only thing
I mean. He can get there week 1 and snap his leg, and then that's it.
Right.
That's true. But Dak won't get paid like a top 5 quarterback, but
he's
not
top 5
quarterback. Who said he's top 5?
What is top 5?
So he's top 5. DQ.
So DQ, you calling him top? All right. So who's in your top 5 then?
Who's 4 then?
Let me explain.
Okay, go ahead. Got you. Okay.
Based on all the quarterbacks who are currently old as shit.
Okay.
So you got
Brady, Breeze, you got Pat, you got Deshaun, Aaron Rodgers, Rivers, you got buddy from the Ravens, I can't think of his name. Lamar. I just named. That's 7. That's 7.
And then you forgot somebody that's better than those players.
Then based on
I said Patty first.
Then based on
Russ.
So
Russ. So that's 8 already. That's 8.
Let me explain. So then, based on the players who eventually will retire and leave in the next 4 or 3 years, right? He's going to go to that top 5 spot eventually. Then it's the fact he.
No, but you're saying he's top 5 today.
No, I'm saying
no, that's what you just said.
I didn't say today, Mama. I say he's top 5.
It's like a contingent.
Yeah,
it's a contingent 5. It's a contingent 5.
He's saying
Brady, Breeze, and Rodgers retire, then he's top 5.
Then I'm basically expecting to be in Dallas.
And retires, and Mahomes retires to go play baseball for a little bit.
He don't retire. Like Dak Prescott could retire like today. He will be probably considered the best Dallas quarterback ever if he wins more games.
Over Troy Aikman?
What? Yes.
Oh man, I mean, anyway,
man, reaching for the sky. Reaching, he could be the best quarterback.
That's the ring.
That's a benchmark.
Because of that wild shit, DQ talking. That nigga's in the bench right now because he's wild.
Oh, yeah, put him out there.
Yo, he's wild. What?
Come on now. Like,
best Dallas quarterback?
Yeah, Dallas? Yeah, he tripping.
He's not. You know, it's crazy. Dak's never better than Tony Romo. I don't even like Tony.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that. I don't even like Tony.
Better than Dak.
Yeah. So, all right, let me bring DQ back in. Just one more. I had to. Because he's tripping.
Wow, bro. That was
He's tripping. He probably laughed. He like, what happened? Oh yeah. Welcome back.
Hi. Have you thought about what you said?
If you didn't know,
I said had I said the hot take.
We sit your ass to the bench because you tripping with that one. You
in the showers,
back.
bro.
Welcome back. Yeah, throw the cold water on this, bro. We gonna get past this.
Oh, come on. You know who else better than that?
Who?
Cam is better than that.
Oh, right.
Cam, yeah. I mean, doesn't have a job, but Cam, sure.
Yeah, Cam is better than that.
It's based on what he's expected to do in Dallas, though.
Yeah.
Dallas, their fans have high expectations.
They do.
Sure, but when it comes to them playing football, people don't expect shit from Dallas every year, except for their fans.
But what if you don't live up to expectations? Then what does that put you?
Being is okay.
No.
Yeah. What that's like.
Dallas, know what I'm saying? But Dallas has crazy expectations, right?
Right.
Every year. And that's made by Jerry
Say
Jones.
you're a good player, but you just don't meet the expectations because it's so high, but you still have a decent career, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so put it this way. That's a Jay-Z quote. Would you rather be underpaid or overrated?
Ooh.
On Jay.
No, don't bring Jay in.
Overrated?
I want to overpay me, nigga.
For real, bro. Yo, Nick Foles is living a good life, bro.
Overpay me, nigga.
And he's both. He got both.
Word. Word, facts. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move over from Dallas and Dak. Dak, get your bag, bro. We're gonna get into sports in general because, again, as we fight this COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, we're starting to see the light a little bit where we might be opening sports come June. Now, the NHL,
idiots this,
right? Possibly. Now, the NHL they're in a second stage where they're actually doing small workouts, but the NBA is also got some plans, and they've been talking about a new playoff format, 16 teams, no East and West type shit. I was seeing this today. So,
I mean, they were talking about it. Would that work? But I honestly think they should keep it still the same West, the West and East, because
I actually like the 16-team bracket.
They were only doing that because they're going to be in basically one or two locations.
Right. So they were talking about relocating all the games to Walt Disney. Disney is ready to take the teams and the staff, place them in hotels on the land and whatever they have. They're going to set up the facilities. Yeah, Disneyland.
Disney always looking for that bag.
Right. Disney always got to get that bag.
ABC, ESPN, Fox, they got it all, baby.
But Eddie, you know more about what the NHL is doing, so let us know how that's going.
So again, just to keep it local real quick though, Cuomo's going to decided he was going to open up sports. What that means for us locally is that football's on pace. Jersey hasn't decided anything. Unfortunately, the Jets and the Giants do play in New Jersey. Also note, Cuomo's a Bills fan. Whatever. But he's opening it all up, and so it doesn't matter for baseball either because it looks like they're all going to play in Florida and Arizona, and we'll talk about that later. But with the NHL, it's actually pretty interesting. So the top 24 teams are going to go into a playoff situation where guys are going to get put in hotels and all that other stuff. No fans, none of that. So it's exciting. For our local teams, the Islanders I think they were only about a couple games out. Who cares about the Islanders? Let's go Rangers, baby. But the Rangers are in that. I think they're probably going to be like a 24 team anyway. It's just going to be almost like a March Madness, wild card bracket type thing, where it's just going to be a lot of teams playing against each other. There's going to be series. It's going to be crazy. I try to follow hockey as best as I could. There was a while where the Rangers were going on a little bit of a run in 2013, 2014, and 15. But, as a fan who hates heartbreak, I watched a lot of my teams fail miserably. So once I watched the Rangers fail miserably, I was like, you know what, I'm done with hockey. But listen, if you're the first sport back out there, that's great. Let's do this. It looks like that's going to be starting in June for training camp, and they should be ready to rock and roll by July. So that'll be something to get us through the summer. And then on the bad news side of things, Major League fucking Baseball. Again, millionaires versus billionaires again. We're arguing over, who's going to share the revenue. MLB apparently came out and wanted a 50-50 split, and the players still don't want it. Obviously, I don't know if you guys follow this Blake Snell nonsense. But, he was just talking out of his ass. It just sounds bad. It's a bad look. Again, we talked about people not knowing when their next paycheck's going to be, and you got players arguing over money. Just give us our sport back. Look back at the tragedies that we had before, the Boston bombing, the Boston Marathon bombing. The Red Sox winning, even though I fucking hated the Red Sox. That was spiritual, right? After 9/11, Mike Piazza hitting the home run.
That was spiritual too.
But still, that too. Yeah, but again, after 9/11, you had Mike Piazza's home run when baseball was finally back, and it was set for the New York Yankees to win. And again, unfortunately, we lost to the Marlins that year. But again, it's this is what gets us through our tragedies.
Yeah, sports is religion in America, man.
To help us get through whatever the hell it is that we're going through, and the fact that we got Major League Baseball fighting over money at this point, it's just. I just don't understand. This is a big week for baseball, though. We're talking today on Monday, so hopefully negotiations go through today, and they just kind of fucking cut the bullshit. I get where the Players Association's coming from because they did agree to something back in March, and obviously they have to go back because they're not getting concessions. But that's all I got.
Hey, DQ. Now, Johnny, what you say?
Now, I was gonna say I think the NBA probably is gonna return before all all the sports. I think NBA.
I was about to go into the NBA. Now, speaking of the NBA, John, because they have these rumors about this Sweet 16 basketball set up like college basketball, and my homie Pat Ewing got COVID. Feel better.
He's home, by the way.
Yeah,
just came out today. He's home. He's good.
Hopefully, Pat feel better. But again, NBA looking like it might start, and Disney now with this supposed or alleged 16 team bracket. Do you think this can even work, John?
For the situation that we're in, I think so. Yeah, but
for 1 year, right?
Yeah, for now, I feel like I want them to think this will be the future formula for future.
Right.
It's just for what's going on right now. Obviously, it's limited where they could play at, so you do it. It's going to be Orlando. It's going to play in Orlando. Magic's as
the 16. So if it was to happen this way, the brackets would be as this: you have the Bucks playing the Magics, you have the Heat playing the Thunder, the Lakers playing the Nets, the Jazz playing the Rockets, the Raptors playing the Grizzlies, Nuggets playing the Pacers, Clippers playing the Mavericks, and the Celtics playing the 76ers. If this was to happen, DQ, do you still got the Lakers taking the championship?
It all.
Especially if it's not East versus West, absolutely.
No East-West.
Yeah, absolutely.
No East-West, top 16.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Really?
Why?
Because, if it's not East versus West, if it's East versus West now, right? Just think about it. All the Eastern Conferences teams
a lot of the Western teams kind of pillage each other.
They could avoid some of the better teams.
Yeah, so therefore
it'll be easier. You don't got you don't see the Clippers till probably late. But then what we're gonna have a Lakers finals.
Right, LA finals. Isn't that not fire? Is that not fire though?
Yeah,
that'd be good. But what do we feel about this champion though? Like, do we give them like some kind of because of that specific reason is that you might have two West Coast teams playing each other in the final. Let's be real, they're probably going to be both the Clippers and the Lakers.
They have the undisputed NBA champion.
Right, it's combining the belts. During the parade, he's got the first time rocking the belts.
I still think it should be like East versus West. Just the fact that people don't like when change happens, like change like that drastically in sports happens. It seems to be really weird, except for like in baseball, where like a team can change divisions and they'll improve, like how the Rockets were in National League. Not the Rockets, the Astros were in National League at one point. They went to American League. They did better pretty much because it evened out everything.
Right.
But with basketball, I feel like the Eastern Conference has always been substantially weaker than the West. I always felt it made for better matchups later on in the finals, pretty much.
Right. Because
there's been a lot of talk.
If they was to do this, it would be only one champion. There will be no Eastern Conference champion. There'll be no Western Conference champion. And there'll be no NBA Finals champion.
Right.
It'll just be one. So it's like on the competitive side, to me, I think that's dope because it's like there's only one. Yeah. So it's like if you are the best, you will be the best.
Like shit. But anything, they can just do it this way since it's a Disney World on both sides of the country. Have the West teams play at Disneyland, have the East teams play in Disney World, and they meet eventually.
But I don't know if the Disneyland's as quick as Disney World, but
Disneyland. It's 3 parks technically in Disneyland. They just expanded it, but
you know what I'm saying, but I don't know if they have the same facility that the Disney World has.
Well, Disney World is like the better.
Disney World is think Disney won't build it?
Of course they'll build
it. They got the money.
Because if anything,
they got the money.
What they have now with Galaxy Edge, that little Star Wars attraction, each park,
which is a great time, by the way. If you haven't gone yet.
Every room is set up in like kind of a quarantine like location kind of. So we go to the little spaceship. Every room is just set up to where it's you, whoever you're with. There's no real windows. Just have them shack up in there for the time being. So it's time to play. Go to where they're really going to play at. Then he's straight. There's nothing really too intricate about it. Just that it should.
Just shooting outside my crib and shit.
So just for everything, is the Vegas one out? Because I also heard that they were doing it was Disney in Orlando and it was also
Yeah.
Vegas. So means that Vegas is
Yeah,
out?
nothing is definite. All this is
And
That's all
also,
speculation for now.
also, the Staples
If
Center wants to
anything,
open up for the games. Also, the Staples Center
Yeah,
said they
so
want to open up for the games. Also,
again, it's a lot of speculation. Nothing is certain.
but no, low key, this reminds me of though. Remember,
Yeah.
in Space Jam when they were
This
trying
nigga
to.
DQ always got a story.
But no, let me explain. Remember in Space Jam where niggas didn't want to play because of that quote unquote virus in the locker rooms, and they just had the gas mask.
Right.
They got history repeating itself.
You talking about foreshadowing? You
Yeah,
saying
exactly.
Space Jam foreshadow 2020? Yeah, it's the ghost of Michael Jordan, and he won't let LeBron do a fucking movie. That's what it is. He doesn't want Space Jam 2 made. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
we got it, DQ. We got it.
DQ too woke, man. He too woke for us, man. DQ.
Open your third eye,
third eye all the way open. All right, but we'll see. Let's see what comes, Joan. And we'll keep reporting the latest. But before we get out of
I mean, ultimately, sports, hopefully July 4th. July 4th.
And no hot
I'm not gonna lie.
I
I seen something on social media where Spencer Dinwiddie said he heard that July 15th might be the date the NBA comes back.
Yeah, well, supposedly baseball July 4th.
July 15th, they're supposed to come back, play I think they said 5 regular season games and go straight to the playoffs.
But you think they'd be ready for the playoffs after 5 games?
Oh, they need scrimmages. That's it.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, they're training. These guys are training, man. I mean, they're professional. They're professional athletes.
I
think they know more than we know.
Remember, it's just you gotta gel again. Like you gel during the season. Everybody's been apart. It's and everybody's back together. You gotta gel.
The one team who has an advantage with the whole training shit is the Miami Heat because Pat Riley has these strict ass rules having players staying in shape. So in that aspect, they have a little edge, I guess you can say. But
yeah, but the only way they would stay in basketball shape is actually playing basketball.
Well, if anything, if you get it intense, I'm pretty sure everyone have gyms or treadmills in the house. Just getting the cardio in, I feel, is most important if anything.
Right.
For the run down aspect.
It's cool. They're gonna be fit, but then when they have to run up and down the basketball,
right? Exactly.
They're not getting that. They probably gonna need a couple more games to get set.
Especially
they ain't running suicides.
No, it's different than when you actually playing.
Yeah, when you have to stand in front of somebody, guard them for 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
not everybody's Rodman and knows the physics of rebounds and how they're going to bounce off, and this guy shoots that way and that guy shoots this way.
And Rodman, the only person that could go drink a beer and then go on the court and put up 10 points and 20 rebounds and shit.
Or put up 0 points and have 0
rebounds.
Similar to the backyard football days when I would smoke cigarettes in between.
What? Yeah, nasty. Nah.
Not anymore. I quit.
That's a good job. Good shit.
But, all right. So we'll get into the last part. Last part of, in case you missed it, unfortunately, this past week we lost 2 people in the sports world. We lost Hall of Fame coach and player Jerry Sloan. He died at the age of, how old was Jerry? 76, 78, one of those? 78. Again, long time Utah Jazz coach. Unfortunately, couldn't win with him because they were in the Jordan era. But he is a Chicago Bulls player, so I got to show him love and send my condolences to him and his family and the whole basketball world because Jerry Sloan is a legend.
Yeah, that's a loss.
In sports, so big loss. He died due to complications with Parkinson's disease.
Parkinson's, yeah.
Yeah, so rest in peace to Jerry.
Yep, Jerry Sloan.
And then lastly, former WWE wrestler Chad Gaspar, I believe that's it.
Chad Gaspar.
Yep.
Yeah. Chad Gaspar.
Shad.
Like Shad Moss, like
like Bow.
Right. Shad Gaspar passed away at 39. Crazy story, but
that story is
wild
sad.
story.
Yeah, but
wild story.
Yeah,
it's a sad but heroic story.
Yeah, exactly. Because
right.
I know all of us ain't none of us. Well, y'all ain't none of y'all dads. At least y'all ain't claiming them. But me, me as a dad.
Come on. Right?
But again, in Venice Beach, allegedly, that's the situation, right? He was in Venice, him and his son.
Yep.
They got him swimming. They got wiped away in the riptide.
They got caught in the
riptide. Yep.
And then when the emergency people came, they can only get one.
Shaq instructed the lifeguards to
take his.
Possibly the lifeguard did say try to save both. He probably could have, but I think Shaq felt like it was the situation.
It was holding him back.
Right.
So
because he was, he's a big dude, so he probably felt the situation more dangerous.
He felt like he was going to be more of an issue trying to save both of them than saving his son. So he told the lifeguard to take his son. A few days later, his body was found.
On Wednesday, like at 1:30 in the morning, they found his body washed up on shore.
So sad story, but very heroic because again, I know any of you guys, even if y'all had kids or y'all got a loved one, you gotta feel this story because
absolutely.
I know if I was in that situation, I would do the same shit. Like especially knowing like the lifeguard was probably some little ass nigga, and he looking like this dude is like.
That big, bro.
260, 240.
Lifeguards are trained to do that. Like, I know you're saying that, but lifeguards are trained to.
No, I know they're trained to do that, but again, they're not trained to carry you, him, and then a goat at the same time and shit. So it's like he's probably looking at it like, yo, I'm big as hell. My son is out here. Yeah. I'd rather not have him take a chance with trying to save both of us versus letting my son go because I know. Mm-hmm. I trust that you can save my son.
Very selfless.
Yeah, so
because there was a good opportunity that not only would his son had been lost, but the lifeguard that was trying to save him did. So.
Right, and I think that's how he was thinking about it in that time. Like, yo, I don't want to take the chance of not only losing my son, but this lifeguard and all of us fucking die. So I'll fight as long as I can, and he did that, and that was very heroic of him. So rest in peace to that man. Condolences to his son and his family and everything.
Also, another Japanese wrestler who's in AEW.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Hana Kimura committed suicide after being cyberbullied over some shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But the thing about it was, the funny part about it was her committing suicide was because
I just saw that.
Her reasoning for being upset was perfectly fine. So she was on a TV show on Netflix in Japan, right, where one of her roommates washed her ring attire and shrunk it in the washing machine. She got really upset by it because she didn't ask her to do it, and the fact that she made a fuss about her own ring gear, people took it upon themselves to harass her for the past few months.
So this was like some reality show in Japan?
Yes, it started on that, but when the show gets some of the backlash from her, that one scene, people decided to harass her and bully her online about her being concerned about her own personal belongings and stuff. And she ended up, apparently she committed suicide by using says toxic gas pretty much.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
She was only 22.
It's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation. You know.
That's trash. Hey, cyberbullying is not the way, man. That's some corny ass shit.
Yeah.
But niggas on the web with the keyboard crips and the backspace bloods, they be tripping on online and shit. Everybody, again, it gives people that's fucking going through fighting their own demons. They take it out on other people that's actually doing shit. And so since I feel bad, I'm gonna make you feel bad. I'm gonna tell you. And motherfuckers be saying wild shit like kill yourself.
And there's this asshole on the internet, he was making memes about Shaq and her dying over the weekend, like an asshole.
I hope they get his stupid ass for that because a few years ago, remember that kid?
He could take an L for that. Go to court for that.
Right, because then a few years ago, somebody went to jail for something similar to that, for some bullying shit.
Cyberbullying, yeah.
Right, so weak as hell, man. And if you're facing these type of issues, if you feel like you're being bullied or you're depressed, talk to a loved one. There's hotlines.
Call us. We'll protect you.
Right, call us. Reach out to us.
Don't call Eddie.
I don't fuck. Call all of us.
You call all of us, but make sure you cut the joking out this part because this is serious.
No, but honestly.
No, it is. Yeah,
absolutely. No, but if you're feeling some type of way, you
Just
feel like
reach
doing
out
something to
to,
yourself,
you know,
reach out to loved ones. There are organizations like
Hotlines.
StopBullying.gov. There's hotlines that you can reach out to talk to. And all else fails, if none of that work, we are open ears. So reach out to us as well. But the bullying shit is whack. And y'all goofies need to get snuffed for that. But we're going to move past this, and we're going to go from the bums that's bullies, then we're going to go to the bums and boom or bust. So this is boom or bust. Now we're talking NFL sophomore slumps. Now some of the players, some of the freshmen or rookies are already facing the slump, but some might boom this year. Or there's somebody that might have had a good rookie season that you might feel going to bust this year. So we're doing boom or bust, NFL slumps. And I'm going to kick it off with Johnny Five. Who do you have as your boom or bust sophomore slump?
John.
This easy.
Okay.
For both, it's gonna be my team. Boom and bust, both same with the same team. My boom is gonna be Daniel Jones, obviously.
Okay. Right.
My boom is Daniel. He showed obviously the Giants didn't win. The Giants didn't win a lot of games in his rookie season, but he put up some decent numbers with questionable O-line.
How many fumbles?
Oh no, he does have a fumbling problem, but I'm pretty sure he'll get better at that as time goes on.
Right.
They threw him right into it,
he ain't got Eli in the background no more. So
Eli started the first couple of games. And after that, they threw him right into it, and he handled it as best as he could. Obviously, he has his little flaws here and there, but it will get better as time goes. And I have faith in my quarterback.
All right, so who your bust?
My bust, I was looking at it. As of right now,
You said same team. Same team.
No, yeah. I hope he does. I hope he doesn't turn out to be a bust, But as of right now, for the situation that he got himself in, Baker, our defensive back, he's a second year.
Oh, okay. All right.
He got into that, that situation. They claim that they're innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a lot of money.
It's all legit, but I feel like you're in your second year, entering your second year. You should know better. Like you should.
Hopefully, hopefully, he learned from this situation. Hopefully, he learned from this.
Hopefully, he learns and he doesn't, prove me wrong to actually become a boom instead of a bust. But for him just putting himself in that situation, I feel like he had so much pressure to himself that he didn't need.
Yeah.
So therefore, I put him as my bust. So
I commend you for that, John.
I like that, John.
And
thanks, John.
For my
that's a good one. All right, DQ. Boom or bust, sophomore slump, NFL. Who you got?
So personally, I don't have any particular players based on the fact that I don't know all the players that were drafted the past few years. But one thing I can say about the sophomore slump in general is that
I'm about to send his ass to the bench.
Based on a player usually is going to probably get into a slump soon because they're nervous about their position being taken because not really that much security this second year. Or it's just the fact that they're like football is probably the only sport where it's not predictably consistently over year by year. So therefore, a sophomore slump may occur. But for the players that don't have them, it's just a mindset. So if they can get themselves out that mindset, they should be pretty well. But sophomore slump, I don't really have any particular players to go towards it. It's just that when people experience those things, it's just a whole mind thing. Probably because it's just a fear of security of their position or them not being well prepared for things that are coming towards them that particular season.
Well, football shit, everything shit change from day to day. You can cook one year and then next year be complete trash or injury. Real shit happens in the NFL. So Eddie, we're gonna go to you next. Who you got boom or bust? NFL.
Okay.
Slump.
Yeah, cool. You want the good news or the bad news?
I like the bad news. Give me the bad news.
Okay, sick. Gardner Minshew. Love him. Great style. Looks like Uncle Rico from that one movie that everybody supposedly loved. So the kid, you can't go anywhere up from you can't go any higher than you were. So I expect him to go a little bit down. 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. It was like Minshew mania for a while. Definitely that Fitzpatrick type player where it's just like a bunch of energy. Definitely has the crowd behind him. Again, and he's a cool dude, and whatever, everybody loves him. But I think ultimately trading away your entire defense, getting rid of Saxonville, having problems with who's that big pass rusher that they have in Ngakoue? Yes, I got it. Ngakoue. Having a lot of problems defensively. I don't think they tooled enough in the draft to make things happen. Obviously, you got D.D. Westbrook and DJ Chark, who had a great season last year as well. But again, you can't. I don't think they're going to make that higher than what they did last year. I expect a little bit of a regression. I think the Jaguars are also trying to bomb, and they're only
it seems like they do that every fucking year.
It seems like they're trying to rebuild again for the 80th time. And again, to be fair for the Jaguars are a very young team in the NFL, so it's like they don't know what they're doing. And their backup. I think they signed Mike Glennon and Joshua Dobbs, who was a former Steeler, who I think is actually a really good quarterback, just never got the right opportunity. Kev, when he was on your team, did you see anything with him that you liked? Or okay. And then my boom is going to be Drew Lock. The quarterback of the Denver Broncos.
Ooh, that's a good one.
In his last 5 games, the guy went 4-1. He threw, looks like 7 touchdowns over 2 interceptions. I think that team only got that much better with Melvin Gordon over there now and Philip Lindsay, the 2-headed monster. Jerry Jeudy, who I wanted and who was my boom earlier.
They can ball out.
Podcast. Yeah, they can do very well, and that defense is already strong enough. I don't think he's going to have to do a lot. I think you're going to see a big progression from Drew Lock, and I don't want to play them. So,
now Denver's looking scary.
Good.
Play them early. You play them early.
Yeah, week three. At home.
Denver looking scary.
We'll take them.
You know who they got in their division, so big bad Pat in the division.
Yeah, Patty Mahomes. Yeah, of course.
That's a scary.
That's a Drew says.
Scary.
The gunslinger.
No, that is Riley. But Kev, next, who you got?
I think my bust is an obvious bust, but it's Dwayne Haskins. He had a bad year last year. You know what I mean? And everybody said, and I believe it was the learning curve aspect of it.
Yeah, he didn't have a real good team, though.
No, Redskins was bad.
The Redskins was bad.
Outside of Scary Terry and Peterson, I guess.
Last year, Geis, had the sophomore slump, too, so there was just nothing to really
injury, too. Yeah. Big injury.
That's the slump right there, bro.
Right.
Slacking, and he got hurt. But Dwayne Haskins, again, is facing another year where he just doesn't have, like, the fortitude like that most players have coming out of college with consistency of playing at the position and shit. Yeah. And he basically is starting in another offense that he has to learn. And this Zoom meeting shit ain't helping nobody for any sport, especially football, transition, new players, or anything like that.
Yeah, first-year quarterbacks, first-year coaches are going to have a rough go about this year.
Yeah, definitely.
So that ties into my boom, basically, as far as what Eddie just said, as far as these new coaches and things like that. That's a problem. So for me, I got 2 booms. I'm just going to say them real quick, just because there's consistency with those teams and these players at the position with the coaches and everything is consistent. The first top one is Kyler Murray. Who's going to ball out this year? Same system, nothing new to learn. I mean, D-Hop, you're not really worried about him too much.
Throw it. Just throw it. Don't come down with it.
Like, D-Hop's got more.
Just throw that shit.
D-Hop's got more scrubs that's throwing him touchdowns than like solidified people. And then my second one, because I'm cheating real quick, is Deebo Samuels.
Good pick, Kev. Damn.
Real simple.
He went to
Emmanuel Sanders.
The kid's a beast, and no Emmanuel Sanders. There you go.
No Emmanuel Sanders.
Nah, Deebo gonna cook next year.
Deebo is my guy.
Deebo went to the Cardinals, or Deebo?
No,
Deebo's in
the Niners.
Oh, he's with the
Emmanuel
Niners.
Sanders left. So Deebo is now the number one.
Guy. He's
the guy. Yeah. So Drew, get it to you. Who you got? Boom or bust? Sophomore slump.
My boom, and this is for a great caveat. I'm honestly, this is like, if the coaching is better, I think Baker will have a better season than what he does.
Drew. This is Baker's third year, bud.
Yeah.
It's his third year.
That's a fact. Oh, it is his third year.
Yeah, he got drafted with Sam Donald, and Rosen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You thought he was a rookie last year?
Oh my god, I really just did. I fucked up. Okay.
That's our
Let me go.
That's our Drew. We love you, bud.
You gotta ride the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we gotta put him on the bench.
I know how it go. You know how it go.
Sorry, Drew.
Drew, just a moment, just a second. So yeah, Drew was going to
Goddamn, Drew.
say Baker Mayfield, but it's Baker's third year. Let's bring Drew back.
He's ruining the integrity of this pod.
Yeah. I love Drew, man. That's my son for real.
He's our guy. We do love him. And I know it seems like we pick on him, but we love him. He's a special little guy.
That brings back memories from when I was in class and he had to do a presentation. He fucked up. He's like, "Yo, he yelled it out in front of the class."
I got my bus though.
All right, so who's your bus? Who's your bus? Let's hear your bus.
My bus, it was going to be Dwayne Haskins because I really think that team really doesn't have nothing.
Like this nigga just stole it.
I really had before Kev said.
Kev got the. Come on, son.
No, come on, nah.
To give Drew credit, because when we did NFL teams, Drew had the Skins as one of his busts, and part of the reason
he did, and he also constantly shit on. Haskins, so.
Yeah, he does.
Great teamwork, guys. Save Drew. Good shit.
Right.
Nah, because I had Dwayne Haskins in my bus. It was not because of Kev. Nah, I did not cheat this time. No, I did not.
Not this time.
Right. So you got Dwayne Haskins for what reason?
Because his team, honestly, on the offense is just not that good, and he really did not do much of anything last season.
Well, he didn't have a chance to really showcase his talents, and then
honestly, if Ron Rivera doesn't really is not that really in. If the coaching doesn't really get better and Ron Rivera, I think he wouldn't really progress that much. That's like a caveat. If Ron Rivera is not as good, it's not.
Rivera is a good coach, though.
No, he's great. I mean, look what he did with Cam.
That's why I said it's a caveat. That's why I said it's a caveat, though. There's a caveat there. If Ron Rivera does.
Caveat. Go ahead, Dan. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah. If Ron Rivera does good, then but I honestly think it's gonna be a bust because on the offense, it's just not really that much of a good team. Only Scary Terry is there, and I think that's his only weapon. And he really did, he really wasn't that good last season at all.
Right. Yeah, he looked lost on the field, and back to what we said earlier on the new coach, new system. New quarterbacks this year are definitely going to suffer. DQ, you got anything?
DQ already said he went philosophical and shit. To be a sophomore and slumping, my brother.
He defined he defined the segment for us.
Right. That ass. Right. All right, that's Boomer Bus. Sophomore slumps.
Johnny didn't go. Johnny went.
Johnny went first.
Yeah. Johnny was first.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody went, man. That's Boomer Bus. All right, we're going to get into star bench cut.
I hate these, by the way.
I try to make it a little hard.
You did it very hard. It's hard.
I tried to make it a little.
I said semi-tough. I think I could do it. Run through it.
I think I could do this, though.
I try to.
Johnny being Johnny.
Yeah, because Johnny being Johnny, so.
All this is easy for John because John's just a John. He's just John. He's just going to be like,
exactly.
Look, man, it's how I feel. I'm biased. And
exactly.
Fuck you. I don't care
exactly.
That's
that's honestly what it comes down to with Johnny. But we're going to get to start bench cut, and we're starting off with NBA legends. Power forwards, we got Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, and Timmy D, Mr. Fundamental. So, Kev, I'm going to throw it to you first. Start, bench cut, KG, Dirk, Tim Duncan. Who you got?
So I'm not as well versed in basketball as these guys knows. I'm telling the world, but just based on what I
Our
know,
29 subscribers. 29.
yeah, and based on what I know and what I've seen, I'm gonna start Tim Duncan. Obviously,
Okay.
I'm gonna bench Dirk and cut KG.
Whoa.
I like that. I like that. I
I
like
wasn't
that. Though.
expecting that.
I actually like that. I like that. Any particular reason?
Nah, just based on everything that I know Dirk is the best shooter out of them. For me, learning basketball late in life, I know once I got the fundamental downs, I could still hurt you with those. So
Mr. Fundamental.
and KG,
User.
I mean, from what I know, he's a dog, and I love dogs in any fight. You need those to go to war with. But I know that he fucked up and spoke to Mike out of context too early in his career, and Mike busted his ass. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he tell Melo he was gonna he smelled Lala's hair? He was gonna fuck Lala, and that's why Melo punched the fire extinguisher.
Tastes like honey nut Cheerios.
There you go, honey nut Cheerios.
KG is known to be a disrespectful nigga.
Got his fucking head knocked off.
Disrespectful nigga. But all right, John, who you got? Start bench cut.
Start bench cut is I'm starting Duncan. Greatest power forward ever, easy.
Right, right.
Like,
We just talked about this. I don't know if I agree with that, but okay.
But yeah, we was talking about this, but Duncan,
Great power forward.
great power forward. So start. I'm benching Garnett and I'm cutting Dirk.
You gonna cut
Wow.
Dirk?
Yes. All right, look.
Dirk had the best playoff run of all time, dude.
Dirk's legacy, like I had this conversation with my brother. Dirk's legacy is probably better because that great playoff run. His legacy probably better, but Garnett is the better player between Dirk and Garnett.
Right now,
is the better player.
Yeah, I respect that.
Dirk's a better shooter than him, but Garnett can do everything else.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Garnett got more rings if you want to talk about hardware.
It's one up. It's one up.
Yes.
Both
got 1-1?
Yeah. They both got one.
Also,
They both
yeah.
got
I thought
one
Garnett had
MVP.
two. My bad.
Dirk could have had to.
But it's 1-1. They both got one MVP. Dirk's great player. His legacy. You know, he had that great playoff one in 2011.
Yeah. Right.
He has that on his resume, but I feel Garnett is better than Dirk. So that's why.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
All three are great players.
I try to make it difficult because again, that's a hard decision. It's especially between those three.
The way Garnett plays the game, like he plays it hard and he plays defense.
He's a dog, bro.
Now, he play on both sides and he will talk. Get you out of your game.
Right. That's crazy.
Right.
One of my favorite players ever.
DQ, who you got?
So for me, I am going to start Dirk just because, if you're at the game, you're so hot. Then give him a break, put Duncan in. I'm cutting KG. I'm cutting KG simply for the fact that he a bitch ass nigga for talking all that shit on those players. Melo should have knocked his fucking head off his shoulders that day. He pulled up on him.
Yeah.
And just based on the fact that KG probably would have been started the bench, but his problem with his career was he has a thing with loyalty that's annoying. The reason why he put on
that Ray Allen shit was fucking funny as hell though.
Yeah, it's a business. It makes no sense. There's no loyalty in the business, especially when you're playing basketball. And on top of that, that Celtics.
He from the streets, man.
It
was really Rondo and KG being a bitch at Ray Allen.
That Celtics team is the most annoying Celtics team I've ever any basketball ever known. Even worse than the Heat teams that won those championships in the 2010s. Any more of these niggas they are going to bring up the fact these niggas won that one championship that one year. And all these niggas
and they like fuck Ray Allen every time. Yeah, fuck
niggas. But I'm chilling here with the 2008 NBA champion. Nigga, no one cares. That was almost 20 years ago. Nigga, no one gives a fuck about that.
They won a championship. There's a lot of people that can't even say that.
Yeah, true.
Here's the thing about that one. So
we were just Mike. We were just in amazement of the Mike. He ain't won in. Well, I mean, he did a lot, but we're all amazed by it, and that shit happened forever ago.
Like that team,
Right.
that one team is probably the most annoying team ever.
Yeah, Knicks fans. So it's like, New
Not
York
even
sports. Being a New York sports fan is fuck Boston sports.
Like my best friend's favorite player is KG, but besides that, like just the fact that every moment these teams get, the mention they can be at a dinner with their girl or their best friend or something. Oh, we won the championship when I was 8, right? Like, nigga, no one cares.
Yeah, I got a championship ring. I'm letting motherfuckers know. Yeah, I won that shit. It's every event. Oh, we're about to play ball. Pull up in some slippers.
Nigga beat you in 2K and shit. Nigga beat you in 2K and shit. Like, but you bet you can't beat me in real life. Bet you ain't win no championship, nigga. Yeah. I'll be on that same shit. You can't take that away from him.
On top of that, KG has probably, when it comes to shoes, his shoes are probably the wackest ever. Start with his next shoes are okay, but when with the Anta and Adidas,
so I'm guessing KG shoes ain't gonna be on your 5'5" then.
Yeah, hey, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Because Dirk Nowitzki has shoes.
You don't need a shoe.
So why
Dirk's shoe gonna have the fadeaway and shit. All right, DQ, we heard you. You mad at KG? It's all good, bro. Hug that man.
It's the New York.
It's all love.
If Garnett ain't playing Boston, DQ.
Eddie,
probably
who you got?
It's me now.
Bench cut. Yeah, it's on you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, similar to Kev, I didn't really give a shit about basketball. Two of my most fondest memories of watching basketball and playoff basketball were when we watched again, this is a college reference, but when we watched in the playroom, I guess, if you will, I don't fucking know.
The lower lounge.
Yeah, the lower lobby of Sussex. Right? Yeah, who cares? The Celtics versus the Lakers.
Shout out to the Knights, Berkeley Knights.
Yeah. Also, shout out Berkeley Knights. Shout out Perry DeCanto, who's listening to this, probably not, but cried like a little bitch and got so mad at me when I was rooting for the Lakers when they finally won. And Johnny was like, "Yeah!" Johnny was so happy. And then another one of my fondest memories was watching the NBA final with my sister, who was a Heat fan because she went to school in Miami for a little bit. Watching them lose when Dirk fucking shut them the fuck down. So those are two guys that one guy I watched lose and I laughed at him, and then one guy that I enjoyed, whatever, winning and beating LeBron because I hate LeBron. So I'm gonna bench Dirk for that. Because Dirk's great. I like them. We talked about like Mike last episode, and I forgot about this scene where he's like, "Oh, could you sign these sneakers for my niece?"
Yeah, him and Michael Phelps.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, what's your niece's name?" He's like, Dirk. Yeah. So that was good. And then I'm gonna get to KG here. I do love his craziness and the whole getting in people's hair and his whole loyalty thing. His whole when he beats himself and hits I like that high energy from guys. But I'm gonna cut him because you're from Boston, and I don't fuck with anybody from Boston. I'm from New York. Fuck you. I guess you have to start Mr. Fundamental, in Duncan. So that was very easy for me because
the GOAT power forward.
He's. I mean, how many championships does he have? We talk about hardware.
5.
Whole segment is light work, bro.
And he won 5 out of 6. So he's 5-1 in finals. So
Timmy D is definitely that guy. He bored as fuck, but we'll give it an AD. Who you got? Start, bench, cut.
My start because he is. I agree with Johnny. He is the greatest power forward ever. Tim Duncan. He is the big fundamental. He got them 5 rings, and Popovich is always by his side. I really think he is number 1, and my bench is going to be KG.
Y'all see that nigga Duncan hair now, though? Duncan
he got dressed, bro. He got dressed, bro. He's living his best life.
That nigga looking crazy right now.
He got divorced and he came on black.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what happens. And my bench, I just gotta go with KG because KG, I just love when he brings that energy, bro. KG is he's the energy of the team, bro. That just totally does it for me. And I would cut Dirk. Dirk is a great player though. Dirk is a great player. They're all great players, but I just gotta make a decision which one to cut. And Dirk is just on the cutting floor for me. So that's
I mean,
about it.
again, it's no
All
wrong or
great.
right.
They're all great players.
Yeah.
All great
No,
players.
yeah, they're
wrong,
great. Yeah,
ain't
there's
no
no wrong
wrong
answer.
Ain't no wrong answer because again, I try to make it hard like that. If I had to pick, I would start Timmy D, although I don't think he's the greatest, but I will start TD.
I think it's the greatest.
I think Karl Malone is the greatest power forward to ever play the game. But that's just my opinion. But I will start Tim Duncan. I will bench Dirk because I just fuck with Dirk, man. And
Dirk is so good.
although KG, my guy, Shot City rapping, had to cut my guy KG. But we'll get into the next one. We're going QBs again. Another hard one. I like making you.
Not for me. This was easy.
This one's easy too for me.
Of course,
Yeah, well, of course.
You say
Of course.
This shit is like.
Because I could tell Johnny what his is.
I already know Johnny's right now, right off the bat. Yep.
Tell me.
I know. I'm gonna get to you last. I'm gonna get to you last, and then I'm gonna tell you before you say it. Because I know you, girl. You gonna be Johnny. So first, we're gonna give it a Cav again.
All right.
Bench cut. We got Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. Who you got?
I'm gonna be 100% honest, just because
I believe you.
I'm a strong believer. I'm a
Johnny,
strong believer, and you have to play the best, eat the best, be the best.
Okay.
Right.
So, with that being said, Tom Brady is on the bench for me.
Okay.
I'm starting Drew Brees, and I gotta cut Rodgers, bro.
Whoa.
Actually,
yeah. No, yeah.
This kind of check.
I already know what Ed's doing. This
and everybody
no,
that
you
knows,
don't know what I'm doing. Actually,
I promise you I know what you're doing, but
everybody that knows, who knows? I mean, I'm from New York, man, but at the end of the day, this dickhead is the GOAT. That's bottom line. But he's got to ride the bench to Drew Brees. One, because I'm a hater, and two, because
I respect it.
Brees defeats, defies all odds, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't have more rings.
No ass nigga. He got cheated out of.
And he got cheated out of two.
Yeah. So, and then there was the whole Bounty Gate thing.
He got cheated out of one.
Yo, Bounty Gate? They tried to kill Brett, bro.
Yeah.
They really did.
That's karma, but
All right, so look.
That game the other day. That game was
John.
crazy.
All right, so here's what's about to happen. And you going next, but before you go, I want Johnny to predict yours.
Let's go, John. And then can I do the same for him?
Yeah, so when we gonna swing,
great.
So we gonna swing to John last, and then I'm gonna let you predict his.
Got it.
All right. So Johnny,
let's go, John.
John, predict Ed's.
Ed is gonna start. I feel he's gonna start Rodgers, bench Brees, and cut Brady.
That's dumb, man.
I can't even lie. Good job, John.
That's right.
Yeah, he's 100% right. He's 100% right. I'm starting Aaron Rodgers because why, John?
He's the bad man.
Because he's the luckiest son of a bitch.
Man.
That's a bad man right there.
Because he's the luckiest son of a bitch to ever lace him up.
And also because I have sympathy for the guy. They think because he's a bad man and because he's so skilled and because he's so mobile and because
he can do everything,
he can do it all, and because he can make something out of nothing.
They don't put nothing around him.
They're like, defensively, whatever, guy. We're not going to give you anything. We got a really good offensive line. And, you want weapons? No, we're going to go ahead and draft your heir apparent because that's what we do. Favre gets old to a certain age, and then we drafted you. And now you're getting to a certain age, and now we're going to draft your heir apparent. But if I would take Aaron Rodgers on my team any day of the year. I love Sam Darnold to death. And when Favre came, he didn't do shit for us. So, yeah, whatever. Gonna bench Brees because, again, what Kev said, define the odds. He's a super small guy, little hands, doesn't care. who that think they're gonna beat them Saints. Got screwed with the whole. And again, I don't want to blame Eli Manning and everything, but like, I don't want to play for the Chargers. Yeah, get me out of here. And then Philip Rivers going over there, and then him going to the Saints, and like a big fuck you to San Diego, or now LA.
Either way,
a big fuck you to San Diego. Wins a championship after Hurricane Katrina. Like what that meant to the city must have been amazing. Again, similar to what we talked about earlier with 9/11, and the Yankees almost making that run, and Mike Piazza's home run, and all that other fun stuff. So that's cool. And cutting Brady because what Kevin said too. I'm a fucking hater. Fuck him. He's from Boston, and I don't care. He kisses his son on the lips, so I don't get down with that. So
pretty sure I'm not the only person that does that.
I don't kiss my son. I don't kiss my son on the lips. But okay, AD, who you got? Start, bench, cut, Brady, Breeze, Rodgers.
I'm starting Breeze. I'm benching Rodgers, and I'm cutting Brady.
Oh.
The hate is strong amongst this group.
John, we're real New Yorkers, John.
Yeah.
I can't stand Brady, bro.
Why you cutting Brady?
I'm cutting Brady because I'm a hater.
I'm a hater because
I'm a hater.
Voice went up a few octaves. I'm a hater.
And that's why you would lose, bro.
Yo,
Brady's gotta have Brady coming off the bench if Drew get hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Drew, I got Aaron Rodgers coming off my bench. What you talking about that? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
If you putting all your chips in him throwing a Hail Mary, then sure. But otherwise,
hold on, Drew. So Drew, you starting? You starting Breeze?
Starting, bro. I'm starting Breeze because got it, bro. On offense, Breeze is that dude. Like I even put him over Rodgers any day. Breeze is going to get that shit done. Like only like they got screwed. I mean, they got screwed the last fucking Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, fucking championship game with the non-cash shit. But if that would happen, yo, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just
leave that man alone, son.
All right, so he's starting Breeze, right?
I'm starting
Bench Rodgers and cutting Brady.
Bench Rodgers and cutting Brady. That's his list. Just DQ, who you got?
Starting Breeze, benching Rodgers, and cutting Brady.
Yeah. This is a Brady slander podcast. This is a funny Brady podcast.
Yeah, y'all funny as hell. Any particular reason, DQ?
Because fucking.
I just like the fact that Drew Brees is consistent a lot, like really, really consistent. He's a tough player. Like his mind as a quarterback, just the skill of the game. Yeah. He takes that extra time out to when no one's in the arena to practice the skills. Like he's that quarterback, has that great amount of leadership. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers, and his jersey is fire. You can put that in there. Aaron Rodgers, just to I don't know, I guess the fact that the position he was put into when he got drafted to be Brett Favre's backup, and then Brett Favre was pretty much fucking up his shine by not leaving the entire time. Then he still found success when he left. And then I'm cutting Brady because he just the whole kiss on the lips thing it's not sitting well to me. But besides that, I just
for a favor. He did it his son asked him, "Hey Dad, can I I don't know, go on my phone and set my fantasy lineup, but could you probably help me for it?" It's yeah, I'm naked getting massage, son. You gotta kiss me first. And then the kid kisses him, and then he goes, "That's how you kiss your mother." Why don't you kiss your father?
Let's move past the Brady slander. Let's get past the. Let's get to past the Brady slander. We're gonna get it to Johnny. Johnny first, and you pick Johnny star bitch and cut.
Hold on. I gotta do it like John. Ready? Hold on. Easy. I'm a start Brady. I'm a bench Rodgers, and I'm a cut Breeze.
That's what I thought. That's also what I thought your it was gonna be. John, are we wrong?
Yeah, right? You're wrong.
Okay, so
I'm starting Brady. Brady's the GOAT, undeniable. I am benching Breeze.
Oh.
because Rodgers is the bad man, but I feel like he's probably more talented with the arm other than the three. But Breeze, as he's been consistent. He's always been there. Like
I thought you were the only reason why I thought you were going to do that is because I thought you were going to disrespect Breeze and you were going to say Brady's going to take his throne in the NFC South.
And you've been a little bit disrespectful to Breeze.
When I was picking the list, I was thinking about that, but both of them got to watch out because Brady's in the NFC, so they got to deal with the GOAT. But I wasn't even thinking about that. But I just thought about I feel like Drew Brees goes underappreciated when we talk about great quarterbacks. He's like one of the greatest. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, the bad man, very, very talented quarterback. But
I'm surprised, Johnny, because I thought I've heard you kind of underrate Brees.
I praise Rodgers. I feel Brees is underappreciated. Great quarterback. But I feel like Brees is underappreciated.
I felt like you underappreciate Brees, but so I thought
that's cool.
It could be the Tom Brady Brees conversation, which made me think like that. But I also when
you talk about GOAT versus everybody else, is gonna seem that way, Like, not to belittle the other people. The GOAT is the GOAT for the reason.
But again, to piggyback off Johnny, that would be mine too. I would be starting Brady because he is the GOAT. Benching Breeze and then cutting the bad man. Although I love the bad man, but that's how it would go. All right, we're going to get into the last start, bench and cut.
Yeah, disrespectful.
This one. Okay, Cam is light. I thought this would be a little difficult.
It's light, but
it's kind of hard.
Light. It's light, but it's not light.
I feel like I feel like for Johnny, because to me, Johnny is the only one that's like all around sports. Yeah, all around sports.
Yeah,
so everybody else, I think it would be a little more easier. Where they where they lie. So we're gonna get it. Start, bench, cut. Sports. We talking NFL, NBA, MLB. Johnny, start with you first. Start, bench, cut.
I'm not gonna lie. I said this was light, but it was tough. I love all.
And I think it would be hard for you. I think it would be hard for you.
I enjoy watching, NFL, baseball, NBA games. I enjoy watching all of them. Shit, I watch hockey, even though NHL's not here.
All right, Johnny. Now, can I predict yours for you?
You probably can. It's tough.
All
right, do it. Let's do it. I like this.
Johnny,
by the way, this
is NBA.
Johnny starting the NBA. He's benching MLB and cutting NFL.
No.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think the NFL's on the bench.
Yeah, he's benching the NFL and cutting the MLB.
You think so?
Yeah.
So what is it, John?
I'm starting NBA. I feel like that was the easiest one though. NBA basketball is more of my favorite sport out of the sports. That was the easy one, but I'm benching the NFL and I'm cutting the MLB.
Good job.
I love all three, but if I had to start, bench, cut, NBA, NFL, MLB, all great sports.
MLB boring as fuck. So I see why.
I've been to so many baseball games, like I've been to more baseball games than the fucking NFL, NBA, but
I respect it. DQ.
So I'm going to, basketball is my number one favorite sport, right?
Yep.
But I'm way better at baseball than I'm at basketball. So
basketball is your favorite sport? You like the way they dribble up and down the court?
And on top of that, I wasn't allowed to play football. I was heavily recruited by a bunch of coaches when I was younger. So I'm gonna start the MLB, bench the NBA, and cut the NFL.
Okay, that's crazy. I didn't think you would do that. I thought NBA would be your start, but all right. AD,
basketball's my first love, but baseball's my main bitch, pretty much.
he said basketball is his first love, but MLB is his main bitch. I get it. I understand. AD.
I'm starting the NFL. I'm benching NBA, and I'm cutting MLB. It just so happens, because NFL is like, even though it's equally NBA and NFL to me is equal.
Equal because he just started watching these sports like 2 years ago.
I really hate y'all. I really hate y'all. I seriously do. I really hate y'all. But
you don't hate us.
Hate is a strong word, bro.
We probably do hate y'all, but you know.
All right, so my bad, AD. What's your reason behind your picks?
It's just I watch football, like, honestly, when NBA wins that time where NFL and NBA is like kind of on together, like in December, and like in NFL, like in
October.
yeah, October, November, December, I will gravitate to NFL. I would gravitate to the NFL
NFL more than
better
any. Right.
than any other sport. And then when NBA is by itself, I just watch NBA all day. But it gets to when NFL is kind of like taking over that time, I will gravitate to the NFL better.
I got you. So when in the fall, when all three sports are going, you usually gravitate to the NFL. Makes perfect sense. Eddie, who you got?
This was tough. Similar to DQ.
Dominican.
Baseball is my first love.
Yeah,
I'm
MLB,
Dominican. Baseball is my
MLB,
first love.
NFL, NBA, start, bench,
Yeah.
cut.
No, you're wrong, John. So
you saw in the NFL?
I'm gonna have to start the NFL. The games mean more. It's quicker. It's more fast. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of those traditionalists that could literally sit in my car and listen to a baseball game on the radio. But if I listen to a football game on the radio, I'm like, I need to fucking go home. And that's where it that's kind of what made me start the NFL. Is that watching the NFL and going to an NFL football game is different. Again, and maybe it's because it's locally, but anytime I've ever gone to a baseball game, I'm pre-gaming on a train. I'm drunk before I even get there.
It's an event.
Yeah, exactly.
But with football, it's all sports.
But it's the drive. It's the anticipation. It's going to MetLife Stadium. It's drinking beers in the parking lot. It's throwing the football around.
Remember when it used to be Giant Stadium?
Yeah, it never was that.
That
place is gone. That place is gone.
That's the metal
his dead body.
It was never
no one's ever gonna know it ever existed.
It was never Jet, but it was Giant.
Yeah, thanks for making room for us. But again, it's the whole experience of the NFL experience, and again, as much I talk more about football than I talk about any other sport, and again, it's because it's only 16 weeks. Although it's not discrediting my love for baseball, that's why I'm going to go ahead and bench baseball, because again, I can sit there, I can watch all 162 games, no problem. If I had the time, I would. Am I going to be on my phone halfway through? Probably. Am I going to be researching things otherwise too? Yes. But we talked about this earlier. The reason why I'm going to go ahead and cut the NBA is because I didn't really start watching it until I met Johnny. Really, I didn't really care, and I'm a Knicks fan, and it's brutal, and it sucks, and I hate them, and yeah.
That's understandable. I know a lot of Knicks fans.
Anything else? That's all I'm going to give you.
All right, Kev, who you got?
For me, this was easy. So definitely cutting the NBA.
Right, I figured that.
I have a love and passion for basketball now that I can actually play it. Yeah. But still watching it for me is like, it's nothing in comparison to like the NFL, basically. You know what I mean? So the NFL it was a hard decision, but that's what I'm starting. Is the NFL, is because I'm in love with that sport. So like even on a really bad day, I could watch.
Why don't you just marry it, bro?
I could watch the two worst fucking teams play, and then when it comes to like Major League Baseball, like the reason why I didn't put them first is because I love my Yankees, and that's bottom line. That's it. Like, I don't love the sport of baseball. Sorry to any of our subscribers.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
As much as
I figured you love baseball altogether.
You love the Yankees more than you love the sport.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna say I think I love the Yankees more than I love the sport too, but I do watch other teams play though. I'll be watching the Mets.
Like, I actually love baseball.
Watching the Mets sometimes.
Yeah, I love baseball.
So for me,
this is very hard for me.
Kev, go ahead.
For me, like I understand kind of where DQ's coming from because he's a hater, but for me, it has nothing to do with the fact that the Yankees consistently win. It's just like anybody else that was born and raised a certain fan. And I have a personal connection with it. You know, I lost my grandfather at an early age. And I feel like when I go to Yankee games, bro, like I feel like I'm cheering for me and my grandfather. I feel like I'm making up for lost years.
Yeah, and that show the Giants one?
But the sport, the sport of football.
I can't see it. Come closer.
But the sport of football, I love the sport in and out consistently. Like it doesn't matter any position. I can break down plays for you, whatever.
Yeah. That's what's up. I mean, similar. Well, not really similar. If I had to pick, I definitely would cut baseball. I'll play it if I can, but I hate to watch it. Only time I enjoy it is when I go to a game. I can say I have the most fun when I go to baseball games versus any other sport.
Well, there's more shit talk.
Wait, can I say a quick side note? Another perspective that the way we look at it, and I was just thinking about it, but like, cause we gave our cool stories, our connection and whatnot, but I look at it this way: NBA. Also, another reason why the commissioners of the NBA just have been better. So they've been,
right.
Definitely more. Yeah, definitely more.
I love the NFL, but fuck Roger Goodell, and then. And then you look at, MLB, motherfuckers get paid money. So it's like,
they get banked.
They all have if you looked at it that way, not saying
my kid ain't playing basketball, my kid ain't playing football, my kid's going to play baseball.
Yeah, because that's where the money's at, So you can look at it, from that perspective, Like, I feel
like, although I will cut baseball, that's definitely where I'm going with mine. Baseball is the way. I'm going to start NBA, and then I'll bench NFL. Although I played football, I grew up in a basketball house. All my siblings, my dad, all of them were scoopers, except for my
This nigga's from Chicago, so
from Chicago, duh.
And then again, growing up in Chicago.
Fish and Bulls football, basketball.
Well, nobody eat deep dish, though. Like, that shit is nasty.
Too much sauce.
But again,
got too much sauce.
That actually do. That's a whole spaghetti pie. But that would be my start, bench, and cut. And thank you guys for playing. That was start, bench, and cut. We're gonna get into the next segment, and that's 5-5. Now, right now we were just talking about sports, and a part of that comes with sports is signature kicks. A lot of athletes sign with top brands: Adidas, Nike, Reebok, Pro Wing, Saucony, all these brands. Converse, the original.
Yeah, remember, people was playing NBA with Converses on.
Right, exactly. So,
imagine?
Exactly. No. That shit, their feet must have been bleeding after every game. But we're going to get into the 5-5 signature kicks. So, we're going to go around. Everybody's going to say their top 5 signature kicks. And I'm not just saying.
We counting down or everybody's listening at 5 each?
So, we're going 5. Everybody, we're going down. So, like we always do, 5-1.
5.
Everybody go around.
4, then 3.
Right. So, signature kicks. And we're going to kick it off with Johnny. At number 5, what do you got?
For my number 5 is right here. I have the Nike Air Griffey ones.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that.
The Nike Air Griffey ones.
In 2010, Griffey's was popping. Everybody had the Griffies.
That's when they came back out.
Right,
they put their kid sauces and fucked everything up, though. I swear to God.
Yeah, because everybody was rocking.
I was at Foot Locker, they fucked everything up. The kids was coming, got new Robinson Cano sneakers. Like, Kobe got like a new shoe coming out. Like, those Griffies,
those Griffies was fire. I bought me a couple of pairs of Griffies.
I got 4 of
these. My favorite ones was the ones I was rocking while I was in college. Those black and white ones. I've seen different names for it, so that's why like one person they listed as the Kid.
Yeah.
And then another one is listed as the Fresh Water, so I wasn't too sure on the name. So
they came out. So like what they did was they came out in 2 separate years. So they came out like 2 years ago, and then from 2010 was called the Fresh Water because they're like a Fresh Water was like the seasonal color at the time, but then they changed it last year like to the Kid. So every year like names change based on
I seen one in 2016 where it said the OGs. They said the OG, so there was a couple of names for it. So, but those were the ones. That's my number 5. I love the Griffey. Rock those.
Okay.
5.
All right. So number 5, Johnny got the Griffies. DQ, we're gonna go to you because you got sneakerhead. Who you got at number 5?
My 5.
Feeling right now.
My 5, I would put the.
Not your 5A, your 5.
I know.
Right. Just
if anything, my 5, I put the LeBron 3 at number 5.
Okay. Which LeBron 3? What colorway?
White navy, the Yankees colorway.
Okay.
Only time I fuck the Yankees is when LeBron comes out white navy shoes. That's the honest truth.
I can't stand
Or I
LeBron.
call him with a free ticket.
All right,
So like LeBron 3.
AD, who you got? Number 5.
My number 5, my shoe, I'll go with the LeBron 9s, the South Beaches.
Okay.
Fuck the whole thing. That should fuck the entire game up.
You took this on your list?
Nah, like just then jumped out that the South Beach colorway was so saturated after that shit.
Yeah. Everything
had that color. That shit was so annoying.
The South Beach 9s actually look fire. Like, honestly, it's actually better than every other colorway that they had of the South Beaches, to be honest.
I think.
Wait, you mean the South Beach 8? I mean the 8 or the 9? Because the 8 was gray. The 9 was gray.
The 9 was.
The teal one or the gray one?
No, the 9 was gray. I'm looking at them now. The 9 was gray. The 8 was the blue one.
Yeah. I think Sean Kemp 2s with the South Beach color was better than the LeBron's though. But hey, Eddie, now this one, I don't know you to be a big sneakerhead.
I'm not.
So I didn't know where you would go with this one, but let us get to number 5.
Heineken SB watch.
So I just wanted to know real quick: do socks with chancletas work, or
that's only in the box when you play stickball.
Yeah, but I've seen some moves been done with socks and chancletas. I'm just saying.
Nah, that don't count.
No?
Nah, that don't count.
Because I was prepared for that, I did a little bit of research and I just looked at a few. I'm not a big sneakerhead. But my number 5 is the Ewing Athletic 33s, the high tops.
Okay, yeah, those tough.
Yeah,
and they were popping
I don't know if you guys know what those are, but they
were popping a few years ago when they came back out.
Okay, I got a pair right here.
Of course he does.
While he gets to his, Kev, who you got at number 5?
I'm not a big sneakerhead, really. I've always been a wear what I can afford. Never really spend too much money on some shit.
Right. But you can like shoes. You can like to look at them.
But
you see some fire shit. Yeah, yo, this is
once these shoes, once these shoes evolved, I decided to start wearing them. So it's Chuck Taylors for me.
Right.
There are a lot of different Chucks now. They got, of course, high top Chucks, but they have high top like hard shell like high tops. They got the low tops where you don't even gotta lace them shits no more. Like the slip ons basically. And as long as you're not wearing them for a long extended period of time, like you're good, bro. Like I don't know how people was playing ball in them, but don't wear them shit. Don't go to Manhattan and have on them shits all day, bro.
Nah, to piggyback off Kev, my number 5, because they're classic, is the Chuck Taylor Converse 1. I don't know how the NBA players was doing it back in the 70s, playing any shit. Dr. J now.
It's before they had
jumping high as hell in them shit.
Ankle braces too.
Yeah, but these were some dangerous men running up and down that court in these shoes. So that's my number 5, the Chuck Taylor. Johnny, number 4, what you got?
Oh, everybody went? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. That was my bad. Number 4, my number 4 is the Kobe 8s, the Black History Month.
Oh, fire.
So, that's my number 4.
That's actually nice. I actually like that. I really do.
DQ, number 4.
Let me see. Like, so since you mean like the actual person shoe or the person or a shoe that's synonymous with that person?
Don't matter.
Because the foam posit, it's in technically penny shoe. It's synonymous with it.
But it is synonymous, so I'll let that go. You can,
so
you can have that. Yeah, foam posit is. I consider that penny shoe. It's not technically that Air Penny. It
has his branding on it, but it's synonymous with him.
Right. So
technically not his, but it's his. How about that?
Yeah, right. It's definitely.
He's the first person to ever see a shoe like a prototype and still at the box and claim that it's his own creation.
Yeah. No, that was. I'll definitely give you that one because I was thinking about that, and that definitely applies when it comes to penny.
That was one of my honorable mentions.
AD, who you got at number 4?
Number 4 is gonna be the white shoes. It's gonna be the Cement Force, Jordan.
Okay. That's on my list.
The white one with the gray accent right there. Ooh, that shit fire! I love it. Everybody, let's go.
All right, Ed, who you got? At number 4.
So my next one again. Do dress shoes with no socks count?
No.
Again, as a Dominican, I just I gotta know what qualifies, what doesn't qualify.
Right. That doesn't qualify, my brother.
Oh, okay, all right. So I put down a Zoom Kobe 4s.
Okay.
No,
They look good.
No particular colorway.
I don't fucking know. It was a clip I saw like 3 days.
He said, "Oh, I like that one. I'll go with that."
Yeah, exactly. I just wrote it down. I don't know.
All right, Eddie. I'm sorry, Kev. Who you got at number 4?
Number 4 for me, just because I'm New York bred through and through, so
Tim's.
I'm saying Timberlands, man.
Deadass, B.
Like,
cut.
like yo, that's synonymous with New York, bro. Like,
got him on right
You
now.
know, is that a hooping shoe?
Ken,
You got a hooping shoe.
The baby
Well,
blues that
okay,
you had
so-
in high school? Or
One of
the
everybody-
regular ones?
It's not even about if you hooping it. It's like,
Yo,
is it
It's a signature shoe.
Bonafide
Alright,
and
so
then
you-
maybe
You talking about the baby blues? Ken definitely balled it.
Hold on, let Kev explain this pick. I'm gonna let him go, but
first of all, if I can't pick this, I have something else, and I'll say it in a second. But like Eddie said, like I've definitely hooped in Tim's at some point in my life before I even knew how to ball. But I had a fresh pair of baby blue Tim's
That's what I'm saying.
in high school, but I
all
couldn't.
right. So what's your real number 4 then?
My real number 4 overall is the original like Adidas shell toes, like the
Okay.
Superstar.
clean, bro.
I don't know if anybody bought in them. Well, they bought in the mid tops and the high
Probably.
top.
But yeah,
All right,
That's my 4.
All right, my number 4 is the black and white colorway, the Shaq Gnosis.
Oh, you bastard!
Before he left and went to Walmart and had the dunk man.
It was Payless.
Yeah, right. Before he left,
Them fake ass Air Forces.
he was with
Shaq's style would be perfectly fine if it didn't make shit like looks like other shit. Like
Right.
it makes no sense.
Yeah.
So number 4, Reebok Shaq Gnosis. That's what I got. Johnny, at number 3, what you got?
My number 3 is the Kobe Prelude 2s.
Okay.
That's my honorable mention.
You're gonna see a lot of Kobe's on John's list.
Oh, yeah,
I have way more Kobe's, but I balanced it out. You know,
Yeah, I expected 5-1 Kobe list from John, but I'm glad he.
I could have did. I'm not gonna lie, I could have did 5. I could have did 5-1 Kobe's, but you know,
Yeah.
that's why I was asking questions. We were talking about it.
Yeah.
So didn't go 2 buys, but you know, before Kobe sneakers, you know, evolved and got better. It was Jordan this, Jordan that, but then I was like, nah.
Technically, Kobe 4 is the same shoe.
All right, so DQ, what you got at number 3?
I got the Air. Well, another shoe that's technically not the person's signature shoe. It's synonymous with them. The Air More Tempo, the Pippins, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
The white and black ones,
Tough.
or any color. Pretty.
I saw those. I almost put those down. I like those.
That's tough. He said, I saw it. I'm gonna put that down. All right.
I almost did.
That's a good shoe too. That's a good shoe right there.
AD, what you got at number 3?
Number 3 is gonna be the Kobe Prelude 5s.
Okay.
Man, that's so hard. The colors on it, like the way how that shoe is like balanced out is like so fire to me. Like it's the aesthetics of that shoe is what makes it great to me.
I'm sure Kevin, Eddie don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but
Yeah, I'm lost here. I'm Googling everything you guys say.
All right, so Eddie, what you got at 3?
Air Force Ones, they don't count? No.
The sheets.
Oh, it does?
So this synonymous with them, that can count. This synonymous.
I got a real one again. Air
So you
Force
got the
is
high
what I got.
top. So if you
I
do
was
the high
on those,
tops, then yes, the sheets that does count. That's
See, I never wore the high tops. I wasn't a big fan of the Velcro on the top.
right. So what's your real 3?
I got the Air Jordan 1s. You know, we talked about all the Jordan doc. So, might as well shout out the OG Jordans. The red and black ones, obviously.
Right, the
one,
Chicago.
Not that black and blue one. The Chicago
OG
one,
Chicago colorway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kev, number 3.
So my number 3s, again, my last 3 I've never bought or owned myself, but I will at some point when I feel like wasting the money on them. I mean, spending the money on them. Sorry, DQ.
Yeah, sorry, DQ. No shots taken.
My number 3 is the Kyries, and I have a specific Kyrie
Okay.
because when he did the Toy Story collab, the Woodies are fire, bro.
Nah.
I gotta look those up.
You said they not, Dev?
No, I said that's tough.
No, the Woody Kyries.
Well, I'll put the image up. So,
I think that's the Kyrie fly trap.
Shit.
I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
That's
god.
the fly trap.
Oh, they actually look good. I like those.
Yeah,
All right,
the Buzz Lightyears don't look that good, but the Woodies.
Now the Buzz Lightyears are trash. But
those never came out too. So
I have a comment on that though. It doesn't say Andy at the bottom of them sneakers.
Yeah, no.
That's kind of fucking stupid.
They put it on the side. I think it's somewhere on that shoe, not on the
Yo,
bottom.
but DQ, where can I get those though?
Those were only those weren't released to retail. Those was a sample they created because they couldn't get the license for it.
No, that's fine.
All right, so at number 3, to piggyback off what Eddie picked, my number 3 is the Jordan 1 OG Chicago colorway. Jordan 1s is actually my favorite Jordan retro out of all of them. But
you wear your Royal toes.
I got Royal toes. I got a bunch of ones, but that's my favorite Jordan. But 3s, the OG Chicago is my favorite color out of the Jordan 1s. All right, so we're gonna get into number 2. John, what you got?
My number 2 is the ice blue 10s. And 10s are my favorite Jordans.
I had those. My toe cap broke my shit.
I had those back when they came out in 06.
It came out June 11th, 2006, a day for my birthday. I bought them shits.
Well, that's our birthday. You heard DQ, that's our birthday week.
Yeah,
so 7. So yeah, you know.
I had to beg my mom to get this because like her boyfriend trying to take me somewhere else. I'm like, nah, I need to go here to get these shoes because they're limited edition and shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like, and
for those, I actually waited online for those and got them.
I got myself 125th.
I never could do that. I'm sorry.
I waited online for those. It was somewhere downtown, like.
Yeah, I never.
It was like
it's never
40s.
It's never been that serious to me.
I went there, but that was like the one time I actually waited online. I've never waited online ever for a pair of sneakers, but those ice blue 10s I did.
So somebody need to try and recop those.
I do. I actually want to.
AD. No, I'm sorry. DQ. Who you got at number 2?
My number 2 has to be the Jordan 12.
Okay.
Any colorway, but preferably I will probably say the Flu Game colorway or the Cherry colorway.
Yeah.
The Cherry's the only ones that have retro one time.
Yeah,
so
Flu Game.
I like the Cool Grades in that colorway to me, like that, and the taxis. The Cool Grades and taxis are the favorite ones out of that whole.
I'm not a big fan of the taxis, but the Cool Grades is tough. Flu Games is tough. AD, what you got at number 2?
My number 2 is gonna be the Bread 9s, and tell you that's my favorite shoe because that was actually the first Jordan I ever bought was the Bread 9. So that's,
you mean the charcoals?
Yeah, exactly. That's the first Jordan I ever bought.
So the first Jordan you bought with your own money that you.
Exactly. I know those.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, everybody knows that pair they bought with their own money. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
In Chicago, all we wore was Jordans 1, so I can't even really say which one came first.
Yeah.
Like
Did they sell any other shoes in Chicago or?
And Tim's, we had Tim's.
Oh
and
yeah,
Tim's.
nice.
And Tim's. That's pretty much what it was. Jordan 1s, Tim's. Eddie, who you got at number 2?
So I had to look at the color scheme because I did want to know the color scheme for my number 1. But the Venice Beach Kobe 8s.
Number 1, you're on 2.
So this your number 2? Oh. Yeah, this your 2.
Did it spoil it? Oh no! My number 2 was the. Oh no! It was the Chuck Taylors. Sorry.
Okay.
Because I wore those once.
Right.
That's it. That's all I got.
I'm sure I got a pair in my closet somewhere, but I ain't gonna wear them off.
We all did.
Yeah.
I gotta clean my Chucks. I fucked them shits up in DR.
Oh yeah, you did have on Chucks when we was there, John.
Yeah, I fucked them up in DR.
Chucks is so cheap, bro. Them shits get recycled, bro. Like.
All right, just like Vans. All right, Kev. What you got at 2?
Exactly like
Vans. They racist. They ain't even no job in 2010.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Oh, they
job. Right. Kev, what you got at 2?
My number 2.
Because you walked in there with Jordans. That's
Nah,
why I don't like. Fuck this guy.
I went to the one that's in the Galleria, and I went to the interview, and since I went to Berkeley, they told us to dress a certain way, so
you started this nigga, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Go ahead.
You're number 2. Sorry.
So my number 2 is the
You ain't get the job, nigga.
My number 2 is the LeBrons. My number 2 is the LeBrons, the Black History Month editions.
Those are fire. I don't even like LeBrons, but
those are fire.
Those are tough. Yeah, those are tough.
And I still got that pair that we got off that Korean kid that moved out the Y over me.
Yeah. Kev came up a lot after Y.
Dev was sick. He was like, yo, kid said we could get whatever's in his room. I'm like, oh, them sneakers right there.
He did. Because I was there.
They wasn't his size, bro. He was mad, and they was
damn.
Because I was gonna try to resell them.
Was it too big or too small for you, Dev?
Too small.
Too small.
Yeah, I wear 12. Can't wear like a 6.5.
You know what they say about big shoes.
Steal some shit then.
Nah, I wear 10. Stop.
All right, so my number 2 probably won't make nobody's list, but they are the Air Command Force, which is known as David Robinson, the Admiral shoes.
Yeah, super high tops. I'll show a picture.
Super high top.
1 second.
The San Antonio Spurs colorway. I got a pair in the closet.
I like those. That's my.
I'm not gonna pull them out, but the San Antonio
there you go.
retro colorway.
Bottom right. Yeah.
Right. So not that color, but it's the black. It's like the South Beach color.
Yeah.
Black with the blue and the pink. So that's my second shoe. I got a pair. They too damn small, and they so fly. I wear them, even though I know they hurt my feet.
Yeah.
But
you gotta do that sometimes.
That's what my company is, my LeBron 9s.
Yo, because I straight be having the blisters when I wear them shit, but they tough. Every time I go out, niggas be like, yo, them shits is tough. I'm like, yeah, I know, but feet hurt like a motherfucker. All right, so we're going to get it to number one. Johnny, what you got at number 1, Dan?
My number 1, I put the DMP 6s, the Defining Moment 6s.
Yeah. George, right?
Yeah, I always felt like that shoe was so fire. Like,
yeah.
You know, I didn't have those, but I always
I sneak ahead. I sneak ahead about to whip them out.
Yeah.
This ain't mine, but this is my best friend's. But yeah.
Why you got somebody else's shoes?
Because he's in the military. He's can't ship into overseas.
Oh, okay.
Happy Memorial Day to him.
So happy.
Born from.
Oh, before we move on, happy Memorial Day to all the vets, all the soldiers, everybody that's serving for this country. I should have said this in the beginning, but happy Memorial Day.
Maybe shoot a quick clip.
Especially to those of y'all that don't agree with current rule. Thank you for your service, man.
Right.
So that's Veterans Day is where we thank them. Memorial Day is where we remember past.
I'm sure. I still got to shout them out, though.
So just cut this and put it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. So, again, DQ, what was your number 2?
My 2 and
Johnny, I'm sorry, your number 1. Johnny's number 1 is the DMPs.
DMP6s, yeah.
My number 1 is the Flint Grade 13. These are paper from 2010, but yeah.
Are you copying the ones coming out?
I'm going to try to, even though I don't need them. I only wore these twice, so I don't really need to, but these don't have no 3M in them, so that's why it kind of pisses me why I have these. So it took me 13 years to get this shoe, like literally 13 years. It came out in 97. My mom got me the playoff ones. My aunt had the Flints. What happened was she's going to give me hers, but my foot grew. And then 2005, I was in high school. I was dating this girl. We was both get the same pair.
She dumped
I woke up. No. I woke up too late, and the store was sold out. And Fordham was trying to charge like $350. Try to lie, say everything is after a size 10. It's like this price. Like, no, they're not.
Where'd you go, Dr. J's?
I got these from VIM.
Oh, but Dr. J's used to be trying to rape people on Fordham, bro.
Because they was doing business with the store up the street, so they would sell their shoes for those other stores on the Fordham that would sell their shoes at high prices. That's why I get my black and pink Yeezys from fucking Dr. J's. They did me dirty. They sold all their shoes to the store up the street on Fordham. They had the fake shoes and the real shoes in the same place. They sold that.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And I couldn't get my pair. That's why I saw Devin his shirts, so I was jealous as fuck.
I wore them shits out today.
I was jealous as fuck. I see this nigga his shirts.
I wore them shits till they started talking. I wasn't playing. I wasn't. Y'all, I used to wear them shits every day at Berkeley for 2 years. I wore them shits every day.
Yo, it's like a 2-block radius on Fordham that's like Canal Street for sneakers, bro.
No, definitely. Canal Street for everything. They got the vendors out there and all. But AD, your number one. What you got?
My number one is the OG Jordan 11 Concords. That the minimalistic of the white with just the black accents.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Sneakerhead.
Most people like the breads, but like the Concords is just that's why I like. The breads is not really like I can go without the bread 11s. I definitely like the Concords way better.
Nah.
Those, Drew?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's actually my second pair too. Oh shit.
That's tough. Eddie, number one, what you got? Not shot clappers.
Yeah, so I screwed it up and I said my number one, but I also screwed it up even more because I picked the wrong color scheme. So my number one was the Kobe 8s, and it's I don't know the name of the color. It says System, but it's the purple, yellow, and like blue in the front ones. Yeah. They look like I'd wear them. So that's it.
You like how they look?
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah.
Right. Kev, number one.
Eventually, I'll get me a pair of these just to sit in my room on the wall somewhere. The Jordan 1s.
Right.
Yeah.
Any particular color? Any particular color?
OG, right?
I don't really know the color schemes. So
it's like the blue and black ones.
The blue one.
Nah,
I don't know.
Nah. So I'm gonna go with what's the OG color? That's the white ones.
The
with
Bulls
the
one.
Top with the red
the Nike Chicago. You got the bread.
You got the breads. You got.
Yeah. No. So I don't know, bro. I want a traditional pair.
Yeah.
It's the red and white ones, right?
Chicago's.
Yeah.
I came up with my rolls. That was crazy. I was surprised.
Yeah. Jordan 1s is my favorite sneaker all together, but it's not number one on my list. My number one, and it was already mentioned by Drew, is the Cement 4s.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Cement 4s is my favorite sneaker. Besides, signature sneaker. My favorite shoe is the Yeezy 1Zs, but my favorite signature kick is the Cement 4s. Fire, the cement on the side, just those little details like that is a fire fucking shoe. I don't have it. I used to have a pair.
I have these the 4s that's kind of similar. Have the back cement tab and the side with this one is green. The gray on.
You just recently got those, right?
Yeah, I got this when I was working at Nike, so only so.
Yeah, I wanted
to get bricks. I'm pissed. Like they manufactured these shits wrong.
I wanted to get those, but the Cement 4 is my favorite. All right, guys, that's 5-5. Thank you guys for playing. We're gonna come up with a new one next week. I think we're gonna go with something AD said, but I'll unveil that.
Top 5 porno stars.
Nah, they ain't got shit to do with sports. But,
very easy. Hold on, here we go. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Bro, my son DQ said he told Nike. He said, "Yo, y'all manufactured these right here wrong, bro."
Right. All right. So, before we move on, any honorable mentions?
It's a lot.
Timberland.
Chancletas.
Honorable mention is the Jordan 5, but it's not because I didn't say it because it's not my
Jordan 2s is the worst. I hate Jordan 2s, just to throw that out there.
Like the
honorable mention for me is the Laney Jordan 5s. Those
Laney's is tough.
I have the
all of Steph Curry shoes.
Steph kicks is fire.
The D-Rose Adidas 2s right there.
I never wore those. You get hurt in D-Rose.
Yeah, I never wore my name is fucking D-Rose. I never fucking wore a pair.
I never wore it.
This shoe right here is my absolute favorite, but I didn't mention because
that was tough.
I don't like it because of Michael Jordan. I like it because of Will Smith and the Fresh Prince.
Right.
All these in the opening credits pretty
well. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, they always had Jordans on the shit. Those
whatever shoes Zion won when they blew up.
All right, so moving on. We're gonna get into the last segment. We closed out on the MJ doc. Now we're moving into a new doc, and it's called Lance, and it's covering medal winning champion, I guess, or whatever you want to call him, Lance Armstrong.
Well, he won. He won Tour de France 7 times.
Yeah, so Tour de France winner, but known to a lot as a cheater. So now we're getting to the doc. Episode 1 just aired, and we're going to go around and say our thoughts and our expectations for episode 2. So, Eddie, we're going to get it to you first, bro. Episode 1,
Okay,
what
great.
do you think?
Yeah, so docs is all we got. I just want to start off by saying, like, in the beginning, like, to me, documentaries have always been and will always be what the documentarian wants you to believe, and what they want you to perceive. So that being said, this is all via the perspective of the person that is doing the documentary and the person that's like mostly interviewed. We saw this with MJ, and now we're seeing this with Lance. So 30 for 30s is what we got, and we got some really interesting stuff coming down the pipe. So didn't know he was adopted. That was cool. When they were going around interviewing everybody, and they just like had all these other guys from different countries, and they were talking about all the other guys and how they play, and they're like, oh well, you know, the Spanish are very humble. You know, the Germans are very structured and organized because we're German. But then when they asked the German guy what the French were, he was like, and I have to watch how I say this, but the French think that they were superior. Yes. So yeah, because obviously they host the Tour de France, and Germans can't say superior. Kev, you know this because, you know, international people. Yeah. So what else do I have here? Yeah, obviously, you know, everything going down with Lance and the whole doping and stuff. I think cycling as a sport,
they cheated like a motherfucker, boy.
They all cheated. And again, we're gonna get to this when we finally get to not the doc that's coming up because that's the Bruce Lee one, but the whole the summer with Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa. But you know, with the whole PED era and all that other stuff and whatever you want to call it. But honestly, the way I see it, dude, they were just evening the playing field. If everyone's doing it, you're doing it.
They had it when Italy came in. They was like, who the fuck is these 3 guys from Italy? And they just came in smoking everybody.
They were all doing it.
They were all doping with Ferrari and shit.
Right. So in my opinion, again, like with baseball, and again, we talked about this with Aaron Rodgers, Jesus Christ, the other A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, the other A-Rod. Sorry.
OG
yes, thank you, John. But again, it's like, yeah, you still have to be very, very skilled to hit a baseball. You still have to be very, very skilled to do what he did. It's grueling. And again, we talked about this the Tour de France is over 2,000 miles, like 2,200 miles.
Yeah, that's intense,
over the course. It's grueling. Yeah, I mean, a couple other things I had. When they talked about like back to that German guy that said the French were superior. You know, they're talking about the Americans, and it's just like, yeah,
they're weird.
Ever met any other group than the Americans? They're weird because you got to think about it. Like in America, we have, you know, out of the 4 major sports, you got baseball, you got football, you got basketball, you got hockey. There's other things that you can do for you to be a cyclist. You got to be a psycho. You know, and like the Italians were super cocky, but the Americans were just fucking weirdos. So yeah, all the guys that were in those interviews, they were super weird. All of the Lance Armstrong's teammates. Obviously, in this episode, we got to see the good guy in Lance Armstrong. And
that's,
you know, to me again. That they're showing you not the good guy, but like the hero that overcame cancer.
Paint him as sympathetic.
Yeah, paint him as a bad guy. And then what they're kind of previewing for the next episode is, oh yeah, this guy's a dick.
Right.
You know, the way I've known Lance Armstrong. My uncle is a 2-time cancer survivor. He always wore those like Livestrong bracelets.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was when that was going on. Everybody had the Livestrong.
If you knew anyone that survived cancer or battled through it, or you know, God forbid, lost somebody, you know, everyone wore those Livestrong bracelets. And Lance Armstrong stood for this thing. I didn't realize how much of a fucking cocky prick he was. And again, similarity to Jordan. I talked about this too, but I got that he wrote down. When he would ride his bike on his own, he would make up rivalries in his own head, similar to like Jordan saying, "Oh, good game, Mike," even though that was never said. But yeah, that's
Now speaking about Lance as a competitor, I'm gonna throw it to you, Kev, because you are a former athlete, and they were saying like Eddie was saying how competitive he was. He will have these fake rivalries in his head. He will change information on docs in order to be in different competitions and stuff like that. As a competitor, do you agree with those die-hard tactics, whatever it takes to win type of attitude?
Yeah, I mean, I think depending on whatever sport I'm playing or the levels that I got a chance to play at, I wish higher, but
Right.
I've always mentally had something that like I told myself, like even if I told myself like, yo, I like a relative, like what if they died in like this game, like I need to play this game, like for them to like see that I'm honoring their memory, like just left field shit, like
right.
You know what I mean? Or like just
any type of competitive edge.
Yeah, just
I'm the complete opposite when it comes to that.
Yeah, just locking in the music, listening to shit like, till I collapse and stuff like that. Literally, like, yeah, just left field shit. But overall, from this documentary, what I took from it is, I didn't realize that this guy is really like borderline a psychopath to the point where like he even said it himself. He's like, I'm surprised I'm not a serial killer. And then like he did the eyes, the beady eyes shit.
Yeah.
And then kept talking, and I'm looking at him like, yo, for real? And then I had no idea that the Tour de France was really 21 days, every day getting on a fucking bike, pedaling your ass off, and it's over 2,200 miles collectively. And something else that like just really stood out to me was the fact that everybody was doping, like every single person. It was like being in high school and like you knew you had like a nickel bag or something, like a bud, like in your locker, and the dogs are coming to the school to walk the hallways, and like
everybody got nervous.
And like a few people went down, and then
hell yeah.
And then everybody else is scrambling, like making up shit to go to their
locker. In the hood, they ain't doing shit in the hood.
Like
okay. To your point though, how do you feel about that? Like back to like my initial thought is that it's like if everyone is doping.
I'm not.
You blame Lance and Ferrari for doping?
I'm not completely upset with it, just only because a nigga did not know how intense that Tour de France is.
Right. So you look at it like I get it now.
I would too. Yeah, I would dope too.
Like I'm tied up myself, bro. Like no, but yeah, I don't believe in doping at all. I never have. I've played with kids throughout high school and stuff like that will take creatine and stuff like that. I still look at people in the gym today that's like, yo, I can't work out if I don't take my what do they call that shit? The pre-workout. I don't believe in none of that.
It's just caffeine.
All right, so John, now you spoke about.
Yeah, John, you look like you're itching. What do you guys say?
No, because John was talking about the sympathy part of the episode. All right, do you have any empathy for everything that Lance went through in regards to the cancer and everything?
It's a tough. It's tough because obviously he went through the cancer, and like that's a lot of people that go through that. A lot of people get lost through that, so it's like it makes it tough to talk about Lance, and I guess that's how he kind of used that. That was his brand. I'm
gonna start it off with this. The first episode, I'm gonna throw cancer out there.
Obviously, we know, obviously, salute to him and salute to everybody that's dealt with it or survived it. But it's just like the whole everybody was doping. I'm pretty sure that's how they want to portray it.
Well, there was one guy on there who was like, I wasn't doing that.
Just to give it some sympathy. Like, yeah, everybody's doping, so but not everybody got caught. I guess some people could get away with it or not.
Yeah,
because I just wanted to let me know I was doing it because everybody else was doing it.
There was something that Lance took before. I'm sorry, I thought I wrote it down here somewhere, but there was something that he took before that didn't show up in testing.
The EPO?
No, not the EPO. It was something like in the middle of EPO. It was after the EPO scene where he kept calling it EPO, but they all said like, oh yeah, like we were taking this and it wasn't showing up. So it's like,
go ahead, John. I'm pretty sure like the ones who took it, they took it to be successful. Maybe it was to a point where it's like they probably did tell them like, yo, you're not gonna be successful. You don't take.
Yeah, because it was one guy. It was one guy who said it was like, yo, it was either fall in line like everybody else, or just get out the sport because you ain't gonna be able to compete with everybody.
But it probably was that way, so it makes it. But it's just like you cheated, you know. Like and realistically, I'm not gonna lie. Cycling would just be cycling to me. I wouldn't even know it as a sport if it was for Lance.
Yeah, true.
Everybody in America, we wouldn't know. Like Lance,
and they said that.
And Lance knew it. Lance owned it.
Lance was a big athlete, you know. So it's like,
and he's the first and last because again, we know of the Tour de France because of him. But when it comes to the athletes in it, we don't know these people.
I'm pretty sure Americans still competing in that. We know. American to win, like you know.
We don't know anybody but Lance. So
you know, it's just like obviously they didn't get to it in the doc, but when they get to like the other stuff, when people started saying like, oh, he's using, and he was denying it for all set amount of years and all the stuff he did, I'm pretty sure they're gonna cover it in the next episode.
Right.
So you're gonna see like stuff he did to like avoid getting exposed as a cheater, you know.
Yeah, again, first
it's tough because obviously, you know, he went through. I feel like I want to say like it was is not, but it kind of was a blessing that he went through that because then it made it easier for him to cover, like to hide behind it, even though that's something he really went through.
So is that a good thing? Like, okay, because it's a good thing that you got cancer because that covers up the fact that you were doping.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that was part of the reason why he like started getting tested is that they were like when he was making his comeback and he was fucking crushing it. People were like, there's no way this cancer survivor, and that's why he got a small amount of like it was what was it, cortisone. So he had like taken like cortisone like in like liquid form, like lotion form, and they were like, oh yeah, like you got cortisone, like what's up with that? And he was like, yo,
you know, I feel like
cancer survivor,
he was a cancer survivor, but then it got to a point where he had to like, you know, it was like I gotta protect this brand that I became.
Right.
Like, I'm bigger than the sport now. I'm bigger. You know, I'm this.
Definitely was.
Live strong. I'm that. Like, you know, he became a pillar to people. You know.
No, he did.
And he was a pillar to people. He's still gonna be a pillar to people, even though he was a cheater. But he's still a pillar. To, you know, he still survived.
Right.
You know, sports aside, people still fighting that to this day, and they want to think about surviving, so they look to people who survived and went through it, and he's one of them. And he just happens to be like a celeb, but it's just unfortunate all the other stuff happened because it's like it just dirts his name. Like
Hey, what you got?
Imagine if he didn't dope up.
Truly, the cancer is what makes him a sympathetic figure. Because if any sport, if he was just a regular doping, it would be way worse than what it is. But due to the fact that he had cancer, it kind of like softened. It kind of like softened that blow, and what made people like react. I say when they found out he was doping, it kind of like made people
a little bit empathetic.
It was empathetic because he went through like he did go through cancer, but like also the doping really like it made it like a little bit a median like we will still hate you, but we're not going to hate you like to like throw your name out there.
Yeah, I mean the guy was sued for $100 million and I think settled for what, 10?
No, 5, bro.
5? That's how we got. Damn, he got off easy.
All right,
got off
DQ.
So easy.
DQ. Any thoughts on the last doc so far?
Like I feel that like the cancer in general, it did kind of make it his case a little more or less severe. The fact that he was a cancer patient. He technically maybe the steroids helped his cancer, made more even, more like level him out. But I heard this on sports science once that Lance in general was just even but without his cancer, before his cancer,
he
has like his lungs, his lung capacity is like way more than any normal humans anyway. So even though he was doping, he kind of probably gave him too much competitive advantage, but the cancer probably regressed that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel like he did become way more than an athlete. His brain, like literally, his brain was literally strong as hell. Like,
yeah, that little strong.
I have a freaking
real.
Livestrong bracelet somewhere in my room somewhere. Here.
I'm pretty sure everybody had a bracelet or a bag or something.
I had the rubber band, right?
Yeah.
The rubber bracelet.
Yeah, everyone.
Danny, there was a part where I forgot to mention that part too. But when he was a kid, like when he was like learning how to swim, he was like 12 years old, like some like sixth grader, and he kept saying like he kept growing and growing and growing, and they were like faking signatures, like faking his like his age, so he could like beat out grown men in triathlon.
Right.
You know, it's. I mean, like again, pre-dope and pre-cancer. I mean, this guy was just like a sheer athlete. He compared himself to like Michael Phelps and Michael Jordan as his peers.
Yeah.
He's all before. Like, I'm assuming they watched the Jordan doc. So wild how this.
So funny. He said he started using dope, like doping up at age 21. You know, who knows when it started? Because obviously he could have started earlier, but he said it's 21. And you know how we talked about it earlier, the scene where they asked him, "You think that caused like your cancer or you know, made it worse?" And he's like,
he said, "I can't say it did, but I can't say it did." Like, But again, although you know, because again, before knowing about like seeing these other people talk, I just thought it was a Lance thing. But all these fuckers were cheap. Like all these fuckers was doping. So again, he purposely did it this way to me. Again, we'll see more. But again, it's like let's put the empathy in first. Let me give you the cancer situation. Let me let you guys know that everybody's doing this. So it ain't just me. So don't be so hard on me. But even with that, he was a massive competitor. Like even when he first came to the team, and there was all the hoopla about Lance, and then they were practicing or whatever, and the guy was like talking like, yeah, he ain't that good, and then they were like coming back and talk shit like, come on, pussy, like that's that type of Jordan, that Jordan stuff. He like, come on, pussy, you done already? Like, and they look at him like, yo, okay, so he's really good. Like even.
And then when they asked him, he was like, yeah, I don't remember saying that. I don't think he's a pussy, but like I probably did.
Right, he said, I don't remember saying that. We're friends now, but I possibly could have said that. But again, that's episode 1 of the Lance doc. We're going to continue every week to watch it and give you guys our thoughts and expectations for future episodes. But again, this is the end of OSA. What you saying, something, AD? What?
How many parts is it? How many parts is the
I don't even know.
I just wanted to, I wrote down a few things. I figured just like things that people would want to. So we will cover episode 2, which is tomorrow. I'm sorry, next Sunday. And then that's it. And then it'll be 2 episodes of Bruce Lee's Be Water, and then 2 episodes of the.
I'm looking forward to that. Something
in between I thought would be interesting is the whole Roy Halladay E60, which is on now. We missed it. Catch it. Obviously, Roy Halladay, that really, really good pitcher that unfortunately died in a plane crash way too early, way too young at 43 years old. As Yankee fans, we didn't really like him, but again,
when the hell did that happen?
That was in like
ago. It was like 2012. It was like
2016, 2017.
Was that after he saw? Wait, what? You had
no, he had been done. And then just other things, for light. I talked about it before, but KBO is going to be on tonight at 5:28 if you're listening to this episode. You missed it. And German soccer's going on, so we're getting back to normal, guys. So we will be covering as much sports for you.
Get back to a new normal. But again, thank you guys for watching this episode. We will be covering all these documentaries. We'll cover all this ESPN and Ocho Sports as well. Again, thank you for watching OSA, Out of Shape Allstars.
Like, subscribe.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Got the whole team here. We would like you to. Again, this video is brought to you by Culture Capsule and sponsored by DOS Inc. Got the whole team here. Eddie's here. Kev is here. John is here. DQ is here. AD is here.
Hi, guys.
From the car.
And I'm always be here.
Sat in the car the whole episode.
Yeah. Good job, AD. Get home safely, bro. But thank you for watching. It's the OSA. We out of here, man.